run, getting all three
Great
of them
stun.
to clear. Catches two! Catches two!
The collab.
Catches three! Getting it the ace! Ace for Giga! Ooh, just out of reach, gets it!
Goes. Sneaking around. Oh, they're playing Ring Around the Rosie. This is so broken. Come on, Chaotic. Oh, no flick! Oh my god!
Spike down A.
Grenade goes. Hold them off.
I have the
They
spike.
have to get the spike down. Trying to get anyone else you have to get. Now is better.
10 seconds left.
Alright, let's get it.
It's just look.
Ace!
Ah!
Look at that.
And he's doing about it. A repeat. Horse,
A.
and then you repeats gets another.
Their spawn.
Oh, and
Oh,
water.
win with the classic.
UMT just has to find the spike now. There it is. Gonna defuse. UMT taking the W.
Woo! Let's go.
Absolutely.
University of Montana.
13-8. GG from both sides. Wonderful gameplay. I think that was just, honestly, nothing more could have been asked for.
That is the last game of the entire season
For all of our teams, actually.
for all of our teams. And thank you for coming to
Defenders
watch.
win.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching this stream, all of this stream.
Thank you for watching the streams. And this is the end of the Valorant season.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Valorant Gaming. Woo! Welcome to University of Montana Tan versus Colorado College Tigers in this NECC Collegiate Valorant. I think this is the last match of the regular season for both of these teams. So it's a chance for things to move around in the roster. And we're starting on the most boring map, Ascent. I'm Soren SPG.
And I am Dracoon.
And we're going to be casting these games for you today. And behind the camera, we do have Bowser Howser. I don't think they're listening to us.
Wait, I am.
Oh, they are. Dang it. we can't. We have
No
we have to
Bowser
be
Hauser
nice.
slander today.
No slander today. Yep, and we have Steve up there. So, for a quick introduction, if any of you don't know how Valorant works, which fair enough, I wish I didn't either. This is a 5v5 tactical shooter, which means that both teams can't run. This Valorant has attacking team, defending team. The attacking team's goal is to plant the spike on the map and let that spike detonate. And the defending team wants to stop that from happening. Different players can choose from a variety of agents. Unless you're playing an Ascent, then you must play the meta comp. And yeah, that's kind of how this game works. We'll kind of explain some things if anything weird comes up, which we shouldn't because we're on Ascent. And I do not like this map. And we're now loading in. So sorry, I almost doxed you there. But Jakun, thoughts on this map?
This matchup is an even
Bowser's
matchup.
lying. Bowser does not love Ascent. No one likes Ascent. Actually, you're a KJ
Bowser
player.
likes Ascent because Bowser's a KJ player.
You like Ascent because
Bowser,
you play KJ. That's fair.
yeah, in general, this map is very, very slow in terms of how it's played. The spike is either planted immediately into the round, and then you witness a very long retake, or it's planted at the very end of the round, and you still witness a very long retake.
It's
Because these sites are kind of terrible to clear.
It's the main thing about this map is there's not like huge powerful positions, I would say, that are fun to take. Like mid and catwalk is a very powerful position. I think taking control of catwalk and tree is a powerful position, but it's very risky and it's hard to fight with like purely util. Like be long on bind is another powerful position. But you can pretty with consistent util, you can pretty much clear it. Especially at this level, in this collegiate scene, it's not as like guaranteed. And we're seeing a fast push out of A here from the defensive
From both
side.
teams here.
Yeah, trying to get this early A main space.
We may see some kills here. Let's see.
But it's
Oh,
Cryptic
good
picked up
angle
one,
from Cryptic
and-
there. Gets the grape. And Fluke evens
more than evened it out,
Oh.
making this a 2v3 for University of Montana. This move out and KJ turret off.
Well, with only 2 members left, University of Montana either.
Might have just missed their timing as well, as looks like KJ is grouping back up.
And now with 3
Now
players,
wait.
with 3 players here, A side, University of Montana
coming back.
seems to be just waiting, trying to hope that players will rotate off and go back to B or mid and give them the opening they need to hit. That smoke may have just given them away, and that omen blind. That
Great down.
a spam here from
Down A.
Fluke. Oh, Ace of Spades nearly got some damage there with that.
I'm going
Spam.
down.
Getting bombed down at least.
Double
but
swing out from tree.
Ace of Spades will likely not live much longer here. Nope.
Does
And
follow Louis Kick.
uh,
Louis Kick Jet. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the more interesting rounds I've seen on set in a while. But kind of both players from Montana falling in their tree made it really rough on the remaining 2. I mean, they took control of A main space pretty easily, I would say. Only losing 1, getting that nice trade out. But yeah, no, just pushing up into mid is, unless you've got like 3 players, the good amount of util, you're kind of hoping you get a good timing through there. Looks like Montana is kind of grouping up towards a B hit, and
this looks to be more mid.
yeah,
be
mid to
completely
B, and
honest.
CCT's somewhat called it accurately as they're grouping KO and Jet. We're probably gonna see a flash over the top of Breakable right into tiles here, and Jet dash in maybe. Both players can hold. Oh, both
That
players
does
can-
scan both players. University of Montana unable to capitalize off of it with their pistol buy.
Might be pivoting towards tree here as smokes are traded out around the middle part of the map.
That
And
drone out to clear B main from
this fight
CCT
KO could be
Sova.
important.
and Bushdog here pushing the
I
flank.
don't think he's got a gun out. No, he's got an Ares.
He is
Oh.
an Ares. He's gonna get Ace of Spades there, and there
Watching
goes
here.
a
Montana's
important
a-
flank watch for
Not
University
a
of
fun
Montana.
position. This mid space
Now
isn't
they-
super helpful.
Now they have to deal
Down a
with
player with classics.
everybody from CCT.
So many angles are clear.
Gigaberry gets the
Just
Spike
trade
down B.
and gets this
Ares
trade.
stuck in the
Mr. Seed
not fun
falls
area.
to Louis, and now the remaining 2 members of University of Montana have to try something.
Makes a bit of a play
Cryptic
here.
gets a kill onto Louis,
Last
is
player
unable to kill
standing.
Fluke. Fluke drops him, and we are now left with Gigaberry against 3 here.
30 seconds left.
Ares right not quite under control from him. Gigaberry's choosing to run back towards B main, but 34 hit points. Shoot, throwing the
Chooses
areas
to
off the
throw the
edge.
areas off the map.
Fair enough.
And
Try to
this
grind
looks like
ult
he's
orbs at this
gonna
point.
Get this B main orb.
We're gonna try to run into back these mollies.
10 seconds
Big
left.
damage.
He's gonna
16
die
points to
here.
Dream.
Dies to Grape.
Decent pistol for Montana. Or sorry, decent. I guess this will be a save. I don't even know what to call it from their side.
That's a save.
Save.
That was
bonus, it's bonus for
CCT's.
CCT.
That was their anti-eco.
Anti-eco, yeah. That eco is probably better term for it. And Montana getting to a tiny bit of damage, forcing an armory by.
Cryptic lining up a
Yeah.
KO knife lineup. This
Montana's-
one looks like it's gonna go somewhere near B side or market.
Probably landing top market is my guess. Hall. Oh, hit F. Hold F. Hold F.
We are going to follow this KO
Anytime.
knife. Yippee! Let's see, where does it land? Looks like B main actually. Oh, nope. B side.
And barely did get out of the way. Now we have a fight towards
Nita and Gigaberry both getting kills
A side suddenly
respectively.
cracked wide open, and
CCT now having to deal with this. Fluke not in a very good position to hold the site down, opting more to
They're just gonna give it
try
up
and get
completely.
this cat and tree control. Maybe gonna
Just holding tree here.
Yep, just holding tree. Give him good control.
Ace even drops Fluke.
Ace of Spades able to pick up that kill on the Fluke as we see a drone out of heaven here from Gigaberry.
Montana has a lot of info here. Very confident position.
Montana with 4 players on site and
Ace of Spades just towards mid. Gonna be a bit of a pain in the rear for these two players in tree.
nade from Mr.
Saving
Seed.
5 rifles here could be huge for Montana. That's kind of what they need for this pivot.
Yeah, they do.
Now Gigaberry looking to take this fight towards heaven.
Turret out.
Is a bit of a riskier one to take, especially trying to save all of these.
Does see the players' heads, opts to hide under hell and let his teammates main take the
Mid-range
fight.
vectors are becoming a little bit
Ooh.
rough.
Kaylee
One
dropped
enemy
Gigaberry.
remaining.
Nita gets Grape, and Mr. Seed drops Kaylee.
losing one rifle that entire round when I mean, CCT didn't have terrible guns, a couple Spectres. CCT's aggression towards A main hasn't totally worked out for them either time.
No. Both times they've been down at least one player. The pistol round, the only reason it was evened up is because Fluke went huge with
Fluke was really
that
good
classic.
towards A. Again, this double mid-rip push. Montana did kind of struggle in the first round. It was really crack into a site and take that space, but I mean,
They're opting for more of a default.
yeah, I think which might actually do well. If
Mid-heavy
jet
default, I would
aggression
say.
and flash out towards tiles.
Oh, gets one
Gets
with Mr.
Seed off
Seed.
that
That was
blind.
a very well-placed KO flash. Fully blinded.
Oh,
And
there you go.
Louis takes out Ace
Spike
of Spades as
down
Grape
mid.
takes out Nita.
Yeah, that top
As-
smoke, that mid towards top just had a really nasty little crack in it. There's a lot of
Gigaberry,
damage off.
Gigaberry gets one. Leaving the round now to a 2v4.
Spike in hand for Montana. Definitely would make something happen, but still pushing up here.
Gigaberry able to get some damage off on the Bush Dog.
Cryptic working.
As Cryptic works towards mid with the spike.
Yeah, Montana playing very aggressive
Looking
here
for
how
coming back
much of a
towards
disadvantage
Gigaberry.
they're at.
It may
Both
just work for
initiators.
them.
Yeah. I mean, both initiators playing here. They heard Silver drop. They know this wants towards B.
They know Killjoy's B as well, and they may be looking to avoid that. Thing is, do they know Grape is here?
Well, now Grape knows they're there.
Cryptic
and-
managing to, it looks like, get a knife lineup off before that KO knife popped. Cryptic did. Sees no one on site. Interesting
but
placement of that knife. It doesn't
Didn't
really...
quite work out for him.
No. It only
Soba
scans the very close angles.
Which, I mean, I don't know how
30 seconds
useful
left.
that is for a Soba dart makes sense. This rotates could be very tricky to
UMT
pull off.
opting to save, maybe?
Save probably more likely. I think
This
I
looks
was
like a
looking at
save.
rotate call, yeah.
Grape will hear them in spawn.
I don't think CCT is going to try to make a move
No,
off
I
this.
don't think
They
so
need those
either.
rifles as badly as Montana does.
10
Their
seconds
eco's
left.
not in a particularly epic spot.
No.
neither
CCT
team
is in an even worse spot in terms of economy
Although,
than UMT
not after
is.
this round, I don't think.
Not after this
Actually,
round, no.
It'll be pretty.
It'll be close.
Yeah,
It'll be
I think
close.
both teams will have full rifles next round. I mean, CCT's, I think they were, round 2, they were trying to do exactly what they just did, KO Flash and Jet Dash combo, but
That was very well played by them.
no. Common play, but extremely effective, and they performed it very well as well. Good timing. Jet buying a Phantom there as well, just choosing to take that really close grimy angle, and gave them that control, pushed Montana back. Montana wasn't really able to respond to it in time. But now we're seeing another B lean from Montana. Not much preference towards A, which is kind of surprising.
And they may have read that CCT has been playing 3 players towards this A side.
Pretty good read on them.
And KO knife from Grape is going to spot Ace of Spades in tiles.
I've been able to capitalize off this. Ooh,
Mr. Seed's going to unfortunately barely miss that satchel as they look to now break the Killjoy utility and have UMT now have control of the site, although Tenuous has that control is. Gigaberry falls to Grape.
Smoke's falling at a really unfortunate timing. Putting this in a 4v5. Montana is in a not
Cryptic scanned by the Sova Dart gets spammed down to 19
a lot of
HP.
damage, still barely alive. Ace of Spades has a chance to go huge here.
Cryptic is going to throw a knife lineup straight up into the air. Mr. Seed dies to Fluke. Kaylee gets Cryptic on site. Nita's able to trade out Kaylee, but Bushdog gets the trade on Anita, leaving Ace of Spades in B main, the only one left alive.
Placing swamp
He has Molly lineup, but it may get broken.
Bomb grenade out.
I think they got it
Oh,
off.
Fluke
I think
sticks
it landed
it.
on top of the box.
It did not hit. The lineup missed.
Can't use that.
Ace of Spades had a really good position there. Could have probably swung on cut in 3. But I
Yeah.
think just choosing to play that lineup didn't quite work out for them.
Very good retake from CCT as well.
No,
with
super
that.
well done getting that early pick on a Gigaberry. Yeah, Montana's take was not quite together. Mr. Seed a little bit ahead. I don't think they quite had someone ready to close doors. And that led to Gigaberry's death and kind of let the rest of the round fold around there. But, I mean, only 4-1.
Can't keep doing the same things.
Definitely swing either way for these teams, although CCT's got a little bit of momentum going forward.
Yeah, with a 2-round streak going right now here. And Bushdog opting to immediately shoot
Shock dart.
both of his shock darts off of what seems like no information.
So Montana did just land a fake Sova dart towards the back of B.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to do much considering they haven't made any pressure otherwise. But it's keeping CCT from fully rotating over to A.
CCT is wary of this.
They are just choosing to hang out. They're having a
The
good
smoke
time.
from...
Satchel out.
That smoke will prompt a rotate off as Jet
Super
back
deep.
sight. As Louis hears everything happening,
Nita's
gets
there,
traded out
traded
by
out.
Nita.
Great entry
And
there.
Cryptic's got a knife. Evan, the knife sees nothing. They know there's one tree from the door break.
Already broken.
Ooh,
Flash bounced a
unfortunate
little
Kale
wild.
flash off that goofy door angle.
No Omen smoke for tree, and this is not a great retake position.
Gigaberry now
Not the
full blinded by
worst.
Switch.
Last player
On a
standing.
Fluke gets 2 as Nita gets 1 and then gets traded out by Kaylee. CCT's retakes
CCT's
are
retakes
very solid.
have been. Let's push 3 people down this one lane and just shoot them.
It
Which
works
is working near perfectly.
because their trades are very very good.
Trade really a lot off that. I mean, yeah, that round the round before this they sent 3 people down lane. This round they dropped 3 out of heaven, and I mean they're also not. I mean, the one player towards tree, they just kind of chilled there. They didn't overpush. They just held their position.
Yeah, Fluke has been doing very well this entire game. Every time UMT hits A, of just holding down tree and
Staying
just
alive.
keeping that
Keeping
space because that
pressure.
space is so good to hold.
The one round they dropped Fluke early is the one that Montana's won so far. So, yeah,
Looks like Montana's going to go for
their mid hit.
a mid hit with their weaker guns.
Having some Marshes and Bulldogs, not the worst. But
Looks like CCT's Jet may now have an op based off of how they're playing. Yes.
Sova and
We now have an op on the battlefield.
to ascent. Sova on these super close angles. Here comes the op right.
Cryptic
Ooh,
unable to land
very
a hit
close.
and misses the shot on Bushdog just barely.
Misses both shots there. There goes KO Knife. 100 damage.
Ace of Spades able to get some damage off on Bushdog, but definitely not anticipating Bushdog to push up that far in the mid.
Is
It
a really
was a very aggressive
Funky
push, but
position.
it paid off as it was able to
team line
land
there.
I was able to land another kill. And Bushdog heard that information that everybody is now towards A and is now going to probably act off of
Ooh,
it.
and this timing from
Fluke standing. Oh, Fluke may kill
one's holding
Nita on
her.
plant here. Nita dies on plant
Spike
as
down
Mr. Seed
A.
and Gigaberry are both still in main.
Time's out for the retake here.
Jet
Not
knives
even a
out
retake, just for holding the spike.
there. And now
Last player
Flank.
standing.
and Bushdog gets the
Ready
flank
for
and
it.
drops 4.
Huge 4K there.
Huge round from Bushdog to
Yeah,
win
Montana-
that for CCT.
Montana's been a little too staggered. I mean, no one was there to totally protect Nita from that retake.
And
Timeout
timeout.
coming here. And yeah, Montana really needs to reset. This is an attacker-sided map, but I mean, going 6-1 is just not where you want to start. Plenty of time to turn this back around, bring the match back to 6-6 and even. Or Hall V. Okay, and now our production is going to explore the map a little bit. But personally, from both these teams, I mean, CCT has played very passive and retake focused, which works for Ascent.
How you play Ascent.
100%.
As frustrating as a style to play against as
Yeah.
it is a
Just
very
grouping
winning
up
play
with these
style.
4v4 retakes. It sucks to watch and play against. Well, not necessarily to watch. It's not the worst to watch. Oh, they forgot to put the floor there. But
No floor.
I mean, Montana definitely could turn this around. We just haven't really seen as much cohesion, particularly towards mid. Like their A side hit has been fine. It went smoothly. The hold was pretty rough, but I think that's a pretty easy change. I'm more worried about University of Montana's mid fight. It just doesn't really seem to have a goal in mind. Whereas, I mean, you want to either say like, look, let's take this market space, let's take this tree space, put pressure here. It's just kind of been all right. Let's go shoot them mid. B just was a little disjointed, and that's fixable. But it looks like they're stacking up there.
CCT are now playing a very A-heavy.
Very A-heavy and mid-heavy.
With-
That up.
It looks like CCT's Killjoy either sitting in spawn or jump spotting mid. I cannot quite tell.
You should run.
And
Is Montana gonna try to break this? Wow!
Bushdog with a
Huge
massive
counter
ult
ults.
damage. Oh my.
I don't think Mr. C can get to the safe corner here.
Nita unable to get the kill on a Bushdog. Bushdog is going huge here. Mr. Seed able to get Fluke. And
It's a
Cryptic gets Bushdog on the flank, but now Mr. Seed has to deal with 2 players rushing him on site. Gets one.
both players extremely low. It's Cryptic able to get a wing.
Player standing.
Oh, Mr. Seed pops the ult. Unable to
Just
get any
a
damage with
delay.
it. As now
Both players are out. I don't know if they're ready for this.
Oh,
This
Louis has
position
picked up a Vandal.
is probably smart.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Mr. Seed unable to fully dodge that KO flash.
Yeah, the flash dodge didn't quite work out. Yeah, that was a bonkers counter ult.
Yeah.
What's his
It was-
name?
Bushdog.
Bushdog. Okay.
He's,
Yeah,
he positioned him.
ridiculous ult.
That positioning was
That
very
was
deliberate
kind
against
of nuts.
a B hit with the Killjoy ult because they
No.
played all of their players off site B. The only thing on site was that
That was
Killjoy
100%
utility,
planned.
and the Sova was positioned in mid to
Just-
to when they hit, he can ult, hit the entirety of B main, destroy the Killjoy ult, and
Just catch
potentially
anyone there.
get players, and he got 3.
That was. Cover going out. Montana defaulting back towards mid, but this op's gonna be rough. Does miss the shot though, and Montana has that information. Gonna choose to fight this. It looks like.
Cryptic looking like he maybe wants to try and challenge this
Just
op once again.
Just re-peek.
With nothing but a Marshall. That jump peak not finding anything. As Cryptic
Gets 100
actually gets
off.
damage
Down
off.
mid.
Doesn't quite
Nita
connect the
falls to
headshot.
Bushdog. Loses that Vandal fight. Mr. Seed able to pick the Vandal up and take down Bushdog.
4v4 now. Montana's got a bit of breathing room.
As
that
now
early loss.
Cryptic is also been damaged. So both players in that sniper fight mid are now
Not particularly interested in taking any further.
not particularly the
I think
healthiest.
Montana's fully out of flashes as well.
They'll make
Single
their
shot
side hits very
dart.
rough.
Yeah.
No more
And
smokes.
yeah, they're grouping up towards this B site.
Yeah, no smokes, and it didn't look like Cryptic was able to afford any utility.
Either that or
So-
get used in this tiles fight early on.
Montana are very much going to be winging this side.
30
hit.
seconds left.
Peek.
Mr. Seed able to make it onto the site, only taking 0 damage. That Killjoy Molly is in a different spot than I thought it would be.
I think he just went over it. To be totally honest. And Fluke's gonna take
Fluke's
down
able to take
Cryptic.
out Cryptic as
Super
Cryptic
late
tried to
mid-fight.
get a timing mid.
Try to retake that. Door's not closed.
As CCT are now grouped up for this retake. CCT are a very disciplined team. Look at this.
And yeah, they're
4-man
stacking
retake.
all the way towards.
This is some
I mean, but with this
impressive
Vandal,
discipline.
Mr. Seed, if they swing at the right time.
Yeah, Gigaberry and Mr. Seed may be able to do some damage here. Gigaberry swings out of the smoke, gets one, gets traded by
Seed,
Kaylee.
2-2.
Mr. Seed able to get
One
Fluke.
enemy
Oh.
remaining.
Kills Kaylee.
Great
Impressive
cooldown.
shot.
And now it's an op in this retake.
And
Looks like they're choosing to
CCT's Jet
save it.
opting to save. I keep
And-
forgetting this guy's name.
Jet.
Louis. Yeah.
Louis,
I'm gonna call
Luke.
him Louis.
Louis. Oh, by the way, I am going to start making really bad basketball references. I also don't play basketball, so.
Oh no, this is gonna be so bad.
Just a heads up that
And
might.
now
Oh,
it-
and a counter timeout.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to squash any momentum here.
I think also, I don't see why you would call a timeout immediately after your
Single
team just
round.
got outgunned, because that was
That
that retake
got
was
done.
that retake was solid, but CCT was just outgunned
I
there. Mr.
think-
Seed dropping 3 was
I
pivotal
also
to that
think
round.
all of them stacking up CT was.
That may have not been the best choice.
But it's worked for them in previous rounds. I don't
Yeah.
think that. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it just was
With that setup, with like how they smoked off, that smoke main was not the greatest smoke, because it allows the main player to, as Gigaberry was able to do, to just rat in main and then swing out on a timing and get at least one.
I feel like that smoke, like using post late round smokes on a set can be kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Just like a smoke main is, I think for what CCT was doing, that was a good smoke. Like personally, because it allowed them just completely flood out of CT. But I mean, we do. Yeah, Gigabear was able to lurk into it. Johnny's able to play towards lane. It just doesn't give a ton of info. I think if CCT had actually gone a little bit faster, it would have been fine, because they wouldn't have had to worry about that lurk player as much, because they would just explode
Yeah.
into sight. And I'm assuming CCT is going to recognize that, and they're going to kind of reset their style a bit, try to go back to what was working. And I think we're probably going to see another KO jet dash.
Bush Dog now with the op here in B main, it looks like. This is
And here comes the
interesting.
dash, and no one in Montana has heard it. But three players
Montana's
have.
ready for it this time. And
CCT's not totally sure what to do here.
Bush Dog unable to get any damage with that op, as now Bush Dog is
Op
fully
is
trapped
stuck
on
on site.
site. One well-placed flash from Cryptic here could end everything
Or
for Bush
just a
Dog.
double swing.
Or just a double swing, as
Or
oh, Ace of Spades. Oh, good KO flash from Cryptic.
Turret down.
Is able to, and now it sounds like Mr.
Someone
Seed has
picked
picked up.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cryptic
Cryptic
has
has
the op.
picked up the op.
And
Now
Gigaberry fighting in Sun gets one,
Gigaberry gets one, unable to get
Second
Louis.
but
now-
bought a good amount of time for Montana.
Bought a good amount of
and
time.
did take off. And just both initiators gone. Retake became a little bit trickier. As
Because
looks
now
like CCT chose to
CCT
smoke off their own teammates' push.
clears everything manually. No, that was a UMT's.
Whiffs the op shot.
Mr. Seed able to kill Louis, but this
enemy
defender, or this,
I
oh,
don't know what just happened.
I am not sure what happened either
But-
there. Nita
And
got a
both was
double kill.
used, and I think Nita just beat up
Nita
that
went
round for
crazy.
Montana. Nita MVP. Yeah, that was not. Nita's just better than everyone else. Nita's actually tens this season. Tens. Kind of similar like LeBron James in 1995, you know. And they played for the Dodgers, but Montana. I mean, with an op in hand, just completely covering the map. And a nasty off angle here from Luke.
Spike
That
down
was,
A.
what was that? That,
And
okay.
now-
Oh, nice shot for Mr.
And a
Seed.
counter lurk trade here is looks like LeBron James for University of Montana on, as no smokes for Montana and no Sova for CCT. I think I'm hurting my co-caster's brain. Losing smokes is gonna make any take really tricky. I think A is probably easier to take without smokes.
Oh, nice
great
kill
open.
from Ace of Spades there, able to kill Louis as he jiggled close to the wall there.
They're pushing. This is like
Satchel out.
this trees
And-
angle, and I'm not quite able to get
Fluke is able to get, Fluke is able to get
second.
two.
Enemy
Fluke gets three.
Three solo
Oh
peak,
my.
completely sealed
Recalling my
around.
Fluke has just shut
Actually-
down UMT's push entirely there.
Yeah.
As Gigaberry now is just trying to bait Grape into swinging him or just get something here.
Try to salvage some of the space they just gained. And the shock dart goes
Shock
a
dart
little
does
backwards.
do some stupid things off the walls because it's Ascent.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, no, I think he had like a pipe.
And Grape is able to take out
Yeah,
Gigaberry.
I mean, I think like Cryptic still a flash there towards tree. That
Yeah.
was just complete panic push
Last round in the half.
from Montana, which happens, but not the most fun. Montana needs to somewhat slow down. Not necessarily slow down, but just take time in those. He still had 40 seconds left. Gigaberry had a pretty good positioning main. Just take their time, slow down. They're out aiming CCT in a lot of these situations.
I think Montana there definitely did not think they had as much time as they did because CCT was still not rotating over, even with
and both players
sound of multiple players hitting.
The Frenzy Judge is one of the plays.
That is a very interesting play. I would much rather go for a classic at that point because
I am
Frenzy,
open to being proved wrong.
Yeah. Let's see
prove me
Mr.
wrong.
Seed drop like 5 here. Unable to get any damage on Bushdog with that ult because Ray's ult is awful.
And not a lot of info there for him to play off of. But I mean, Ray's ult got everyone off site. Kind of stalled this initial wave of pushes. Gigaberry's going to take this.
Fight onto Louis here, as Louis, I think, has been flanking just about every round, so Gigaberry just wants to shut this down.
Nice.
Gigaberry able to kill Louis.
He gets one.
Cryptic gets one,
second with the fan
and
up.
is traded out by Fluke here. Mr. Seed unable to get the kill on a Fluke, and Kaylee's able to
Doesn't quite go his way. And
Nita able to kill Kaylee, as now it is left up to Fluke to clutch a 1v3 because Grape is dead at this point. Fluke is not
going
getting
for a KO res would
Fluke
be an
is
interesting
Fluke is
call.
not getting Grape off the ground. Grape is on 1. Grape is dead.
One
Bye-bye, Grape.
enemy remaining.
Yep, Grape's dead.
And Fluke
Going for a bit of a Hail
ults in a
Mary.
market here, maybe in an attempt to get some extra damage off. And
Ace
Ace
of
of
Spades
Spades
just
just
says
kills
no.
Fluke. And Nita and Ace of Spades may actually die to the spike here. Never mind, they
Well,
did
it's
not.
last round, so.
Switching
Oh, it
sides.
is.
Yeah.
I pay attention.
Good recovery towards the later part from Montana.
Very good recovery to bring that
8-4
to
is
them.
not the best half.
Considering how defender
But-
sided this map is, though,
Yeah.
it's doable. It's very
Particularly
doable.
with, I personally like Raze on this defensive half a bit more, just because I mean Raze Nate's really powerful, but I mean these comps are going to play very similar, just a little bit less set plays probably on this defensive side for Montana, as looks like there's entries going towards top mid, as we're probably going to see a tree push here actually.
Looks more to be a market push,
Yeah,
because
more
I'm
to
seeing
market. I'm
Ping's
seeing Ping
B-side
now.
market here.
Johnny's taking this early fight.
And Mr. Seed smoked off in tree. He's probably screaming to his teammates that he has been smoked off, but you can hear them running up mid. As
Montana's ready to
Ace of
receive
Spades
this.
and Gigaberry just leaving B site entirely now.
Yeah,
Smart
being crushed
play,
like that
considering the type of
is-
push this normally is. Mr. Seed caught with his util out there for a little bit, but
Does manage to get the name
Grape
off.
is unable to get the kill. Gigaberry does see Louis, is unable to kill him,
barely missed that timing.
and sees Kaylee in main. Is unfortunately unable to get the
Raze
kill.
didn't quite go their way.
Massive damage with that spam, though. Kaylee looks to be on 10 HP now, running into Mr. Seed, who has all of the chip damage utility you would want in the world.
And Nita drops Kaylee. This 5v3 retake.
And that
KO
KO,
flash.
that KO knife will
That KO
fall.
knife is gonna be.
And Grape did throw a KO flash there,
One
as
enemy remaining.
Here comes.
Louis flawless round. Oh, Grape's able to
Not
get one.
anymore.
Grape is able to
Grape
get
almost
one
gets a
and
deck in there.
falls to Nita. Nita dropping 3 there with a classic. Very impressive
I
round
mean,
from Nita.
Very similar like LeBron James when he was on the San Francisco 49ers in 2007. Just single-handedly carrying the team there. So guys, I am so funny, guys. I am not appreciating
2007
my humor.
on
Yeah.
the 49ers.
I'm a gamer. I only watch baseball.
You only watch baseball.
Only
The
watch
49ers are a football
Placing
team.
swarm
Exactly. I'm not going to talk about things I actually understand.
Placing
Um,
alarm bot.
Anyways, back to the
Placing
game.
swarm grenade.
Montana
Quick peeks now.
going for a similar split here. A little bit weaker towards the B side. Looks like Cryptic's going to win. Oh, Cryptic's.
Cryptic
Out of the
is
time and spawn.
Cryptic is just
Might be the better.
running laps.
Might
I don't
be the better play though.
getting in some exercise. I'm not quite sure what's happening here.
Well, I mean, it kind of works out for them because this looks like a bit of a nice split.
It does.
And the
Interesting knife from Cryptic there.
They're not in tree.
Not sure what that was trying to clear, but
I think they just missed it and we're trying to hit the wall. in the back of the
probably.
cup.
I'm also assuming
Yeah.
that's
We're just being
that's
a
like
little
the only KO knife
silly.
you do on that side of the map.
3 mid.
And
Nade to
Nade's gonna get a tiny bit of chip damage, but not much. That close KO knife is going to scan Mr. Seed, as now he sees that Louis is close.
I don't even know if they saw him. Louis
He's
is
gonna
throwing that
back
smoke.
off. Well, he knows he's there now.
Definitely know
from
they
the-
are
from
now.
the smoke.
Yeah.
And Nita's gonna take some. Sounds like. As Mr. Seed's able to get one, but dies to Bush Dog's
They had
frenzy,
damage off onto
and leaving Nita the only defender of
Spectre
A
shots don't quite go
to
her way.
die to like 3 different classics. That was a slaughter.
Spike
Bush Dog
planted.
is going to plant the bomb.
Montana's at 3v4. For this retake, I mean, 2 players fairly low, but a Marshall on this retake's not the most fun.
No.
True door still closed.
Cryptic able to get a molly
Crazy.
kill.
But a
That
Marshall
is-
and an outlaw here
To
is
get a little bit of damage with that outlaw, nothing lethal.
jeez.
As
Ace
Bush
of
Dog
Spades
kills
gonna have to-
Cryptic,
One
Ace of
enemy
Spades gets
remaining.
one, and Gigaberry is going
Well,
to
Shock
get Bush
himself.
Dog here.
But
No, Shock did not deal any
Shock did
damage.
not do any damage. Okay, good.
He walked out of it at the last second. As Gigaberry darts the
Going
wall.
for the. Actually, Spectre makes more sense than grabbing that outlaw. That's fair. Trying to play this close. Yeah, losing 3 guns there is not. Oh, and there goes the exchange of
The exchange of
exchange of
pistols
weapons.
and has
Nita,
UMT
both
try and
Omens on the
bonus
top
their
of the
guns now.
leaderboard.
Yes.
Going
Yes.
pretty- going huge here. We're gonna
Da.
see this rifle around from CCT. This will be a first taste of what their attacking half really looks like.
Hello.
As 5 Vandals or
Yes.
and/or Phantoms
Placing swamp
is scary.
grenade.
And stacking up towards A side. Nade could get
Louis able to get one on Anita, but Mr. Steed's nade able to kill Fluke.
Mr. Seed's nade is crazy. And
Oh, Louis dashes out onto sight. Mr. Seed, tried to get that timing on a Bush Dog, but
Wait,
Louis was
word.
very aware of that. And Ace of Spades unable to get the kill on the
super
Kaylee.
low.
Kaylee is very low, and so is Bush Dog. This is still very doable for UMT.
Very doable.
Spike planted.
Kaylee's
Fight's
just
just
gonna
really made it tricky.
run through door, it looks like. Nope, Kaylee's still...
Gun.
Kaylee will give Gigaberry a rifle. As Gigaberry...
This only this ghost. I suspect they're down tree. They might choose to go for.
It would
It's
seem
so low on
not.
time. Oh, and
they have
a jump dash to the sentry.
Oh, that shock dart would have killed Bush Dog had it landed.
There.
Bush Dog's trying to swing, get some damage. Gets
Last
damage
player
onto
standing.
Cryptic. That shock dart kills Bush Dog, and Grape kills Gigaberry.
I mean, 3 rifles down.
3 rifles down is very
Both
impressive.
teams at the disadvantage
A bow and arrow
in
is
these
all
2 rounds
no.
economically have gotten. I mean, not winning the round, but
My ult's not ready. Sorry.
CCT, they're able to get some
Done.
rifles, but
I
light
think,
armor across. Light armor for 3 players? 2 players.
I think
Right here.
potentially there, if Gigaberry hadn't
Right here,
missed the
on my
first
way.
shock, then UMT could have
They
potentially
could
won
have
that.
really converted that round.
Because what killed Gigaberry there was that double swing.
Yeah. I think also, I mean, there's the fight towards
Da.
mid, followed by that frenzy
Yes.
play. Lots of small things, but even still, good round overall for, I guess, both teams. CCT winning it, but Montana getting enough damage.
I think Montana would have potentially won that had they all had rifles.
Watching here.
No, oh, for sure.
Gigaberry scanned by this KO knife is going to run away as
Oh,
Cryptic's
complete market flood.
I cannot use
mean,
that. Deploying
four-man market flood
enemy mark.
as Ace of Spades is now fighting for their life on site
Luke
here.
gets Mr. Seed, Luke gets
Bomb grenade
Gigaberry,
out.
this 3v5, and
Killed my bomb.
And Ace of Spades now has to try and not get spammed down.
Spammed
Dies to
anyways.
Bush Dog's Guardian, as that Guardian is a brutal weapon on this map.
anything that can shoot through the wall is just nasty.
And now Nita and Cryptic are
Spike
left in a
planted.
2v5
CCT
retake
knows
here.
where both players are probably, as the Omens already on this lurk.
And Grape swings out of the smoke and dies
Are they
to
ready for
Cryptic.
Fluke behind them already?
They are not ready for this
Yeah,
timing.
ready.
As Nita's able to get the kill on a
Last
Bush
player
Dog. Very
standing.
nice shot from Nita. Louis trades out Nita though. And now Fluke is... Oh. Knife him. That is
Ooh, okay, that's a spray.
against the
But yeah, just mid slam. Montana was not ready for it. We didn't really have a ton of info that all 5 players were there.
Fluke with 17 kills is going huge this match.
Fluke in these late rounds has just had really good timing. Able to really pick apart University of Montana.
Very, very impressive lurks off.
No, for
University
sure.
of Montana very much not ready for these, or their flank watch in Killjoy has died.
Yeah. Which being a 2v5 flank watch is pretty tricky to get off. up towards A side of the map from CCT.
Mr. C jump spotting tiles here with his nade out.
Gun and Ace of Spades can't really protect. Guys get the nade off.
Mr. C throwing that nade very early.
Look how deep Jet already is. And they're going to get a timing on Nita. Falls already.
That calm may not have gone out. That tree had been fully given up. And Gigaberry dies to Bushdog as Louis is able to get the kill on a Mr. Seed. Louis going for more, kills Ace of Spades as Cryptic is left alone on site and falls to Fluke.
Flawless round from CCT. 6. Montana had a bit of momentum earlier on in this half, but seems to have gone out the window at this point. They're going to have to start grinding out this map if they really want to pull it back. Yeah, these small communication errors, but these weird fights starting to cost Montana entire rounds instead of just a couple of fights.
Yeah, it's not going well for Montana on the side of like the micro of how this map works.
But I mean, still definitely can recover it. Just kind of have to see if they make any changes
and
here.
I think I've already figured out Cryptic's KO Molly lineup. I'm going to try that after this game, after these games are over.
And there's some really risky peek through the one-way here. Luckily, Montana doesn't get too much slower. I don't know if CPC's ready for all these players. Or a Raise Rocket being shoved down their throat.
I don't think that Raise Rocket's going to get anything, to be completely honest.
Raise
Never
Rocket
mind. Bushdog able to get that trade off. Impressive trade time.
Oh, Ace of Spades getting completely saved by Gigaberry. Luke, Omen on Omen hate crime as
as Nita is caught playing in wine. A very common spot for Omen players to play.
It's fair.
To be fair.
Yeah, Montana's not ready for this fast rotate. Now they are. The drone coming in huge. If they can get back in range of the cage of Util in time, maybe it'll be close.
And that I'm not likely able to beat this.
Standing ahead.
Separate the players.
There they are.
Oh, maybe. Might get some good damage off, but no kill as
Good amount of damage on to KO here.
Gigaberry opted to just full spray that there.
Spike planted.
And now we get this KO ult for the retake. This may come in huge for UMT if they're able to play their cards right. Cryptic falls, Ace of Spades able to get Cryptic, and now Cryptic just gets back up for free.
No spray from the attacking side of the team, and
One enemy remaining.
good
Don't
time
need it.
Gigaberry.
Gigaberry dodging both of these flashes. Ace of Spades is unfortunately fully blind by Grape
A lot of time left for
as
this team. They have to make this
takes
play.
out Gigaberry, and now Cryptic and Ace of Spades have to. Oh my gosh! Massive triple kill there from Grape to win the round.
1v1s there for Montana. Just didn't go their way.
Match point.
And Grape coming in huge there as
3
Cryptic should have
good fights.
Cryptic should have been able to get that trade, but Grape just didn't want it to happen.
Super quick swing. And
And now Cryptic opting to buy a Sheriff. Oh wait, I forgot this isn't pistol round. I thought it was pistol round for some reason.
Does not. We get a tab. Producer, can we get the tab, producer? Can we get a tab?
Our producer is ignoring us. There we go.
Our producer hates me. Producer.
And this KO knife from Cryptic is not going to get anything.
Delayed?
It wasn't quite a delayed knife, more a knife thrown straight up. And Louis is going to just dash out, maybe giving Mr. Seed a very good timing here, as Bushdog is going to
drop pretty soon. Yeah,
Mr. Seed backs out just as Bushdog was about to push up into the smoke.
Montana's holding their player advantage, and with a couple of not great guns, really need everything they can get in this
Mr.
jump
Seed
spot.
going back to jump spot as Ace of Spades peeks out and sees 2 there mid. And that will CCT are going to pop their KO ult to hit this site.
Try to stay.
And Nita is able to get the kill onto Kaylee. Grape kills Cryptic as Ace of Spades now kills Bushdog.
One enemy remaining.
And Nita's able to kill Fluke and get the kill onto Grape. Massive triple kill from Nita. Huge triple kill from Nita there to just
secure the round.
again,
Just get it over with.
keep UMT in the game.
No more silly business.
And if UMT are able to get one more round, it'll be very scary for CCT going into these next rounds, as they will be on a much poorer economy.
They're starting to feel the crunch as well, as 15 cards left for some of these players.
It begins.
Even if they win this round, they still struggle a little bit.
Both teams, yeah.
Get out of my way!
It's a fast B hit. Trying to just slam Montana. Clean out this
They
round.
want
They want it
end
over with.
Gigaberry unable to see anything with that drone as CCT call for a just full rotate off. Mr. Seed is going to hear this though with his position up deep up mid and maybe get a timing here onto, he's able to get a timing onto one, but unfortunately whiffs the shots as now Nita's left alone again on A. Oh, Cryptic has now rotated over and CCT slow it down.
Still able to receive this hit, but
You
all
should
quiet
run.
now. Killjoy ult pops.
TJ ult.
And Nita staying on site maybe to try and get
Try to
something.
ult out late.
I think that's the plan. As, I don't know, Gigaberry with that Sova ult.
Down.
Oh, late Omen flash here. Not going to get too much with it as Bushdog is able to kill
Led
Nita.
up by all 3 players.
Spike planted.
And this
Defender
retake
kick.
ult from Ace of Spades
Try to
is
bring
going to
life
pose a
back in.
huge problem for CCT here as they either have to fully clear the site or rush back in. Bushdog is able to kill Cryptic, trying to line up that retake flash as Ace of Spades is able to kill Bushdog as now this Killjoy utility comes back online
Player
for
detained, I think,
CCT.
was
They may...
main.
Oh, and this they're not ready for this player tree. They're not ready for Louis.
I don't know if this blind either.
One enemy remaining.
As Gigaberry falls to Kaylee.
Attackers
well.
win.
CCT win the map 13-7.
I don't know which team's pick that was, but we will be next with we will be back with the next map. As CCT goes 1-up in the series. We'll be back in about 5 or so minutes. So don't go yet. Stay around and hear our beautiful voices and my amazing jokes, because I am really funny.
And welcome back, everybody.
No, try it again. That's not loud enough.
What? Okay, fine. And welcome back,
There we
everybody,
go.
to the wonderful map of Lotus.
I love
This
map.
is
Please
UMT.
lock an ISO. Oh,
This is this is
I saw an ISO hover.
this is UMT Glacier's favorite map. So me and Soren SPG are
Wait,
obviously
Bowser,
like,
do you like Lotus? Do you like Lotus? Oh, off the team. All right.
our our production does not like Lotus,
Nope.
despite being on Glacier.
No, we can't have that. Anyways, these comps. This, yeah.
Seeing a pretty standard comp from CCT.
I do want to
and
see them play this double smoke stuff. 'cause
somewhat non-standard from UMT here.
I don't. I feel like there's two.
You get the double initiator, or you
yeah,
get the double
these
smokes.
are the two main comps I've seen.
Double smokes is, I would say, much less effective now with Sky, as Sky no longer has the rechargeable
well, I
flashes.
think double smokes across the board are harder.
It, in
you,
general,
unless you
is
run
harder.
another flash duelist.
It in general is harder
Yeah.
to play.
Like the ones I've seen, like double smokes is pretty popular on Icebox.
I feel like
and
unless you're
Vines.
running Yoru as duelist with maybe Raze,
or just no Sentinel,
just yeah,
which I think
only
is-
works on bind really.
I hope more teams start running no Sentinel because I find it hilarious. Did they all change their?
They all changed their
That is
banners.
crazy.
Okay.
That's wild.
That was kind of terrifying.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
They mean business.
with their
Business.
their
They're about to pop off.
default, they're either popping off or they're dropping like 4
Dropping
kills
4.
combined.
They're not getting around, or they're gonna go bonkers. Anyways, UMT on this defensive side starting off, and yes, this Lotus in general is an attacker setup map. I think it still is, even with meta shift. It definitely still is attacker sided.
Need healing.
Just the rotate angles on this map are. I mean, the rotate pathways are fairly attacker-sided.
They're very favored to attackers.
Yeah,
at
I
least,
mean-
just in terms of timing.
The C ult orb is pretty attacker-sided. The A ult orb is.
Well, I would say a lot more
It's-
defender sided.
I would say it's defender-sided, but it's honestly leaning more towards A. than I would
Looks like
say.
CCT are going for a 1-3-1 default here,
Yeah.
off of round start.
Jurassic puts B with the solo defender, and this wall's not gonna get much use. 'Cause
Mr. Seed may nope.
Cover going out.
He's unable to get any damage off to Bush Dog, off onto Bush Dog.
Does peek through this,
As
and the flash does a little bit of a 360 there, but yeah, Montana's still trying to fight this angle.
Mr. Seed on a not super good angle here. It definitely does its job, but once you play up there once, the other team's gonna clear it like a million times.
And CCT take the C orb. Looks like they're trying to get Omen to lurk up in the position.
And Bush Dog takes out Mr. Seed. Bush Dog bought a Deagle. Bush Dog is very confident in their aim. And it looks like
Entry.
CCT are going to
Oh.
commit A off of that kill from Bush Dog, as
Really
Cryptic is going to
mistiming.
see everybody there, as Nita's going to get caught here by Bush Dog on this timing. And now with Fluke also over on B, it may just everybody dies to lurks here this round. This
30
is
seconds left.
Might be, yeah.
Spike planted.
No one there to challenge.
looks like
the
Bush Dog
positioning.
here is going to get
Bush Dog gets a
another
third.
3 from Bush Dog here with
On-
that
possibly
with
onto
that
the eighth.
Viper Deagle. He's low.
Viper Deagle is crazy.
Viper Deagle is.
That is an interesting.
Mr. Seed definitely did not expect the Deagle from a Viper. And
That's
Ace of
done.
Spades is going to get Bush Dog here and is ready for this push here from Louis, but gets timinged. And now Gigaberry and Ace of Spades are going to try and push
One
out.
enemy
Gigaberry
remaining.
dies to Fluke, and Ace of Spades is left to try and get a kill. He gets Fluke, and unfortunately is
Barely
unable to
lead.
get Louis, but may fall to Grape here. Kills Grape. Impressive
Damage.
from Ace of Spades. Unable to get the defuse,
Not
though.
enough
Not
time.
not nearly enough time, unfortunately.
A little bit closer than I would have thought. Yeah, I mean, Viper got just Cryptic accidentally letting, not even accidentally, just letting Viper pass really kind of sealed the round.
That's
for them.
that lurk wall.
That was.
That lurk wall is very powerful.
Did you say something? No, production. It's production's talking to the voices. And don't worry, they're not real. But yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah, Montana under their pistol round on this defensive half. Yeah, this B main gamble stack from Montana is
Not gonna pay off, it would seem.
well,
but
maybe
they may get a 4-person flank here. Oh no, it looks like Nita's doubling back to B main. Nita is gonna open the door, it would seem, and just try and take a fight maybe. Ah no, Nita goes for a blind. Bushdog is gonna just swing through the smoke.
I don't think they're ready
Nope.
for all 4. I have a suspicion, and the suspicion is that they're not ready for 4 players.
Spike planted.
Nope,
This is-
because CCT are fighting
Well,
towards
now they're
CT now.
probably ready for it as
They do
good
see
amount of
Mr.
CT.
Seed there, and the 2 players, they're going to timing Mr. Seed here.
outs, and he gets punished for
And
it.
now
Bushdog gets 1.
Bushdog gets 2.
Last player standing.
Haley gets the 3rd.
Now Cryptic will
As
try to
Cryptic is
work
the
the
only one
rifle.
left alive and
Hit the
runs
right
out of
place either.
ammo. Able to
Now
get
it's right
Kaylee and falls
Upgrade
to
your
Louis.
classic skin. And upgrade it, get the kill banner. But okay, sorry, production's
Production is now singing.
distracting. But Montana
Soren SPG gets distracted very
by
easily.
singing. I have the attention span of a goldfish. Anyway,
That's mean to the goldfish.
honestly. Production's yapping.
Placing swamp blade.
As
Placing swamp
oh,
grenade.
okay, that's not nice. And Montana going for this 1-2-1, and
Cryptic just
really
going for
getting some
just going
space.
for it. Cryptic is just
ready for
wants
this
to kill
moment.
everybody here. Unable to get this kill off onto Fluke, is not able to get some damage, it would look like, as Cryptic now has to fight everybody here and give CCT a rifle. Although I think CCT already had a couple of rifles that they have forced last round.
I have another one.
Now they have
Are able to drop a Spectre.
another one, and Ace of Spades may have just been cleared by that
Slide
Skydog
in.
there.
Probably gonna get sprayed down through this box.
Maybe not. I don't think that
I
Skydog
don't
saw them.
Doug saw them.
They are aware of it though. They're looking over, and Ace of Spades able to get one.
Decent
Take some damage from Fluke. Bushdog is able to kill Gigaberry on the lurk. Bushdog's lurks have been insane already. This
And
map.
look at this A double back.
This is
That
crazy.
could be really good for Mr. Seed if they run with this knife out.
Oh, Mr. Seed might.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
gets timinged by Louis. Wow, that was a. Louis just beamed Mr. Seed there with
That
a
was
Spectre.
a crazy Spectre shot. I mean, he was in the smoke, but I think they were
30
defending.
seconds
No.
left.
Maybe.
The
They
smoke
weren't.
hadn't
That was
gone
a
up yet.
Raw Spectre shot. Alrighty, let's Louis.
Spike
have-
planted.
Nita
A crazy Spectre.
wins these. I've never seen
I-
Nita lose these.
Just like when LeBron James won the 1995 NBA.
Our production is now even
Our
mad at the
production's even into
the LeBron
I
James
know.
references here.
Yeah.
that aren't
Anyways,
actually-
oh, good reset
nice
there
kill
from Nita.
from Nita. Gets traded by Louis.
What'd you say?
They think they know pain.
Bro, I don't know what I'm saying. LeBron James was playing in 1995. I don't know what
And
I'm saying.
an immediate timeout here from Gigaberry after
Yeah.
losing that rifle round.
I don't honestly. I
Is-
don't like timeouts on save
Really,
rounds.
I think UMT just needs to completely kill their aggression. And they need to like kill their
Yeah.
aggression and hold spots.
Oh, didn't mean
What-
to.
what's
Ooh,
happening?
Bears. I think there was an accidental teabagger spray. That's my assumption. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this is not the worst start, but I mean that Viper wall puts so much pressure on A.
Yeah. It
I-
requires at least
might-
2 defenders there, and UMT
I might
aren't.
steal that. I think we might start running double Lotus comp and alternate them.
Double Lotus. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to play Viper.
I mean that could work. We're good enough at Lotus. We can pretty much do whatever the hell
yeah,
we
but
want.
we're also aggressive as all get out. So.
That's
We
that
cannot
is a
chill.
problem with
But
our Lotus.
Anyways, yeah, I mean this Harbor Viper. Ooh, Bears. I have not seen that before.
There are so many of those
Now
on
we're
this map.
inside of it.
There's so
Bears.
many bears hiding on
Yeah,
this map.
Montana.
It
They've
is-
had some really, like at this point, it's been some like rough individual plays that have just left members exposed or let players slip by.
Yeah.
Just kind of led to some really unfortunate situations. Double B hole, and I don't think the blind's gonna make it all the way. And Nito somehow gets out. Blue Peaks gets more info.
Not able to get any damage
Another
off.
4-person flank here.
Trades a little bit of
He
health for some
might
info
isolate
there.
this Viper.
Ooh,
Caution
Bush
here.
Dog, they're aware of Bush Dog's presence maybe being here. The question is
Bush Dog ready for 4D?
Is Bush Dog ready for an entire team?
Yeah, but
Plus Nita re-clearing
planted.
B here. Bush Dog was not ready.
one.
Bush Dog was not ready for that. Bush
ready
Dog.
for one, not for all of them. I guess 4v4 retake. Now 4v3.
Ace of Spades unable to get the
Ace
kill on a
falls on this.
Luke. Dies in CT.
I mean, CCT is so confident push. I mean, they've gone so deep up CT twice now.
Yeah.
After this C hold.
They're very much taking advantage of
They,
those timings.
yeah. If they know
Which is
a couple of
very
Montana are
good.
flanking, they're just going to take. Spike's already pretty low and they're all time.
Luke takes
with
out Mr.
another-
Seed.
I mean, at this point, just save your guns.
Cryptic is
Montana.
holding a stun for, I'm not quite sure.
I think they're trying to fight him.
Trying to fight this Omen, but this Omen is
Does fall.
barely stunned by the time Gigaberry gets to him.
I think it was more distract and pull their attention away. Now Montana's back on their rifle rounds. Looking to see how they're going to reset
Rightio.
here. Although, I mean, they went for a really aggressive A
Rightio.
fight. I mean, CCT is just...
My ult's not ready. Radio.
CCT's 1-3-1 default has been really powerful. Purely because they see where Montana's pushing, and if it's more than 2 people, they just leave. It's their entire... It's their entire gameplay right now, and it's near perfect for what Montana's been doing. And we're seeing another 1-3-1, which you don't see a 1-3-1 a lot of.
Mr. Seed able to get the kill on a Bush Dog.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
With-
first time it's paid off for them, but Nita, be very careful in this peak.
Nita, I think, has learned and is now holding close.
They haven't died there before, but they have seen 3 people.
They have seen
They've seen
the
a lot
entire
of-
team there.
They've seen a lot of rifles holding this angle. This is Montana actually has an
Counter
advantage on this
flash.
round.
Sees Gigaberry. Gigaberry is going to throw in his last flash, as the
I
last
actually
flash of CCT is also sent out, sees nothing.
And now, yes, Sky is a good character.
CCT quite unsure what to do, I think, now that they've lost Bush Dog, who has been ripping open these sites for them.
Tearing apart on these lurks, yeah. I mean, without this Viper wall as well, an Omen towards the C site.
Now
Pushing without smokes.
Skydog out. Gigaberry's
and
going
now
to break it, and
charge.
Mr. Seed is going to swing for the...
Gets
Gets
another one. and
Gigaberry
Mr.
able to get one. Louis kills Mr. Seed. Mr. Seed
Stay alive
dying on that
here.
swing as Gigaberry tries to break the door and runs out of bullets. Dies to Louis. Nita able to kill Fluke on the lurk as now CCT are quite pinched here
30
in A
seconds
main
left.
as Ace of Spades
One
breaks the
enemy
door,
remaining.
kills Louis,
Flash goes
and
out.
then proceeds to kill Grape shortly afterwards. A very good round from UMT in response
Yeah,
to
great round. I mean,
CCT.
Mr. Seed and Gigaberry just holding up the space forward.
Catching Bush Dog there
Catching
was,
Bush Dog and then
was
just
literally what won them the round.
That won them the round, and they just held that space and kept getting value out of it as well. Almost slipped away from them right there when Gigaberry ran out of bullets to get to the door, but recovered well. Oh, it's a little guy.
Little elephant.
Look at him-
Little
look at him
buccan-
go.
little buccaneer elephant. I don't
On my
know.
way. On my way. On my way.
Vancouver.
Looks like CCT are going to opt for a 4-man C hit with
we're gonna-
Viper once again lurking A side, but it looks like UMT may have actually read this. As they have... Oh, Louis is going to
They
drop
read it
Mr.
a
Seed with a
little bit
very
too
nice
hard.
shot. As Gigaberry is going to get caught in the corner and die to Louis, as now C is ripped wide
I
open.
don't think they're ready for all 4 of them. I think they're expecting 1 or 2. Yeah, this complete pace change from
As
CCT.
Cryptic... I'm not quite sure what Cryptic is doing in spawn.
Cryptic's cooking.
Cryptic... Oh,
Cryptic's, oh,
it turns out Cryptic's positioning was in fact good, as Louis satcheled all the way up on the top
Cryptic has
side.
W positioning a spike going back towards A. That's a
What is this
crazy
call?
play, and I think
And Louis is so deep up in spawn right now. Oh, Louis kills Cryptic, and now Nita's unaware. Or is Nita? Nita is aware. Nita's aware.
Tom should have gone through.
Nita kills Louis.
Planted.
Let's get the one there. It's 4v2, Viper pit down, and Sky in this off
Last
angle.
player standing.
Kaylee kills Nita as Ace of Spades is now left in a 1v4, and all the players of CCT looking quite healthy.
And
Takes some shots at Fluke and opts to just
nope,
leave.
that's fine.
He's done. He's leaving.
No more fights needed.
Producer,
Producer, can we get a tab? Thank you, producer. Yeah, Montana's, all right, that's enough tab. Thank you, producer. That's enough tab, producer. But Montana, Not a fun situation. 1-5. Still a chance to balance this out, but their reads have been, I don't want to say terrible, but pretty rough.
I wouldn't say their reads have been rough. It's more the fights themselves.
Well, like the two-player.
And the CCT's coach has disconnected for some reason.
Yeah, was it the coach, the caster?
It was. I think it was their coach. They were in the coaching slot.
No, their coach. No more coach. Which that doesn't have a huge effect, to be honest.
No, their coach has called a single timeout for both of these games.
Yeah, looks like
from how they've been playing, a timeout is not going to be needed for this game.
Double push up here.
And Flash is going to push Gigaberry off and split up Mr. Seed and Gigaberry here. As now both teams trade utility for this control of the A side. Gigaberry, unfortunately, ooh, Mr. Seed able to get that kill. And huge massive triple kill with the ult.
Three for Mr. Seed.
Mr. Seed gets his ace! Huge ult for Mr. Seed there.
That was crazy.
And
the coach was not around to see that. And
CCT's coach comes back just in time to see that his
team got
got
They are going to be fighting for their life in the next That was a great whole time of Mr. Seed. Might just give Montana the momentum they need. I mean, even still on that play, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't really like the Sky Raze combo.
It doesn't quite seem to be working. They have opted to switch it for a breach.
For sure, but I think that's just purely been through player skill.
And Mr. Seed sees Bushdog there.
They're feeling a little bit. Montana just has to
had a feeling he saw Bushdog, but he wanted to just confirm. Nita actually may not get hurt here. Nita aware though, as CCT's Killjoy. I don't know. They switched their roles a couple times. Gigaberry's gonna maybe flash out for Nita here. No, it seems like the players of CCT are backing off.
And
Nita gets the timing and is unable to kill Grape. Runs out of bullets. Ace of Spades able to kill Fluke though over on C, as now it is a 2v4 for CCT here.
KJ low.
And
Nita not quite getting the kill, but does a good amount of damage.
Grape has been forced back out of B main.
This is a plan for all time. As
this Molly may delay, but this retake Killjoy ult is Montana wants to win this. They need this round. They need this round badly.
These players.
One enemy remaining.
King is caught leaving.
Yeah, good use of the ult there. Just securing the round. 3-5. Montana's starting to chop wood, carry water. Just back. I stole that line, by the way. Thank you, Sentinels. But very similar to
Remember,
the
your weapon is only a tool.
1996
You can't
season
just
of the Pistons,
shoot.
where
You have to think.
me and Kyrie Irving and Brad Pitt just really had to just carry back these games. Make it
Brad
work
Pitt?
He played football.
Brad Pitt?
And
okay.
Yeah. Now we're going to kind of see Montana opt for this A hit. Cryptic there to
This
support
3
a little
players,
bit.
basically 3 breach counts, fighting towards A for no one to be there, and a 5-man C hit from CCT here.
Great call, but I mean, they're going to have that info so early.
Oh.
Ace of Spades.
These 2 ults here from CCT will give them the site, basically.
Yeah.
No ult from Louis, despite entering. Ace of Spades gets a kill with the Killjoy mollies. Louis is probably not happy about that. And Ace of Spades gets timinged by the smoke fade. Bushdog kills Nita in
that
Waterfall.
Early peek and just kind of gave advantage to CCT.
And now it's a 3v4 for UMT here, as Mr. Seed unable to get any damage off. Fluke spamming the smoke kills Mr. Seed, and Cryptic swing out is stopped by Kaylee. Bushdog kills Gigaberry to finish the round out.
CCT just flipped that round on its head.
CCT very dominant.
They needed it. Their guns were terrible.
They very much needed that.
But Montana's still in competition. We're seeing an op towards A main.
Mr. Seed has pulled out the op. He is, I think, tired and done with what CCT is doing.
Yeah, although And this default Viper wall is gonna be
EP. As we go for this
Flash.
1-3-1 again. Kaylee is
this time.
staring at the wall. Not sure what's
Neither
going
of
on
those
here.
flashes connect. It's not.
Hawk out.
That flash doesn't get any.
Oh, this ult's huge.
Hawk out.
And
Blinded.
that panic flash isn't going to do much, unfortunately.
Montana has to not overpush here. They just got so much space.
Montana, yeah, but that breach ult could really have been used for retake.
But I mean, it's ridiculous. Did give him that space, and now, I mean, CCT is not in a fun position. They just lost B main control. With only a minute left, they have to make a play. Like they're doing towards C.
Bushdog is able to get the kill into Gigaberry as Mr. Seed is blocked from holding this angle from that Viper wall with his op. As Bushdog goes in through tree, likely realizing this. Mr. Seed trying to call a bluff that doesn't
Bomb
exist.
grenade out.
As Cryptic is now holding spawn for Mr. Seed.
30 seconds
And
left.
Luis ult is able to get the kill into Ace of Spades.
Spike planted.
Nita is left in a very, very not fun to be in position. Caught with the smokes out.
Mr. Seed is
Mr. Seed.
Hey, I don't think Cryptic's ready for
Cryptic is not ready for this timing.
just Viper walk up behind him.
Cryptic's not ready for Bushdog to be behind him, no.
Yeah.
He is being quiet. He may have avoided Bushdog,
That's
but
a crazy round.
they
for
have
both
they have
players.
walked past each other having it.
Welcome to Valorant, the biggest game of hide and seek. This is a little silly.
Two ships in fog. Oh, Cryptic able to get the kill on a Bushdog.
Cryptic, you can put kill banners on your weapon. That's a possibility.
It's to save the radio now.
Well, I would say the kill banners are part because I don't think that's like kill banners aren't the top tier. Like there's stuff behind the kill banners.
That's true. Oh no, the kill banner is what gives you the sound,
finisher.
the kill sound.
Yeah,
That's the finisher.
I think finisher's usually after kill banner.
No, it's usually the sound effect, the visual effects, and then the finisher.
And then kill banner?
Kill banner is part of finisher, yeah.
Oh, part of it? Okay.
Yeah, so you have to spend the full if you want the kill banner. It's dumb.
I don't know if CCT knows about this operator.
I don't think this op has been seen
They
at all.
might assume it.
Oh. And Mr. Seed able to get that kill onto Louis. Looks like Mr. Seed's going to go for another here. Bushdog holding the angle, though, is very aware of this. But Mr. Seed not going to get anything. Fluke having TP'd across to Rubble here. Gets spotted by the Skydog, I would think. No?
Montana.
Apparently not. The Skydog did not spot Fluke.
But now they know where they are.
Now they know Fluke is there. And Mr. Seed is going to go for more, maybe. No,
Only saw
Fluke has,
one. Montana's got into the possibility.
Fluke has
to beat it.
teleported back across to Root.
Whoa.
Bushdog just swings out onto sight.
Blind from Nita is gonna.
Blind from Nita is going to push Bushdog back and isolate Bushdog on sight as Grape doesn't want to swing through the smoke now.
No.
And Bushdog is left on sight.
Nothing to
With a
swing.
smoke from Fluke, Bushdog is actually in a very comfortable position now to cause a lot of problems for UMT.
When did Cryptic die?
Um,
Hold on.
Bushdog just swung on the
Oh,
sight.
yeah, I forgot about that.
And Bushdog gets the timing
I'm
on
old,
Nita.
my bad.
Not ready yet.
I'm older than you.
No,
Spike planted.
I'm retaking this operator. Not been. Nita getting one here.
Nita getting one onto Grape, but Bushdog once again has a ridiculous timing here. Bushdog needs to just I don't even know. Although Ace of Spades is gonna stick this bomb to completion as Mr. Seed was aware of Bushdog's presence and takes him out as Nita drops once again 3 kills to win a round.
Looks
Last round
much
to use
better
our
now.
creds and
towards the later round.
abilities. Don't waste your firepower.
Mr. Seed's op making
Still online.
making a pretty big difference there
Yeah.
as well.
Those openers and swapping out for those rifles.
And Bushdog is
Hall. Oh, production said something I couldn't quite hear. Production.
Turn out.
Yes, production says it last round. Thank you, production.
Alarm bot out.
We love our
Placing
production.
Swarm grenade.
We have the best
Placing
production.
swarm grenade.
What? Hey,
Production is filing a
I'm a great
complaint on
person.
SPG now, even though we don't do
We're getting
that.
an HR complaint.
What HR?
it's just Kaz. Ooh, a good early pick there from Nita. And Lurk falls down.
Nita takes out the lurker.
Yeah, and I mean, Bush Dog's been so important to these mid-round calls.
I've got your trail.
Now with Bush Dogs
should
being
run.
unable to make this space for their team, and Cryptic is going to get blasted by that Sky ult. As Ace of Spades is able to get one, but Kaylee's very ready for that trade.
4v3 retake. Not actually bad at all for Montana. Spawn
No,
clearly figured out.
Montana has a lot of utility they can use here. That Omen ult is going to be a real problem for. Never mind. I thought they were gonna throw
It was
it.
info a little early for a Utah play there.
Kaylee dodges the Omen
Here.
blind? I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Those early pre-fires.
Fluke kills Mr. Seed, and making this a
Suddenly
2v4
it's
now.
2v3.
2v3, I can't count. As Gigaberry is able to get the kill into Kaylee, but now it's
Waterfall TP.
One enemy
Cryptic
remaining.
heard the TP, and
Cryptic just has to push.
it's
Last
now
player standing.
Grape versus Cryptic.
Too much of an early peek there from Giga.
And Cryptic is able to get the kill. Does he has time? He has time.
I don't think they do.
They did.
Would have been close.
Clutch.
I think they would have gotten it. I'm not sure why they didn't
Yeah.
try to.
Yeah, they could have tried.
Switching sides.
Either way, yeah, a bit early peek there from
There.
Gigaberry. Cryptic. That is diabolical.
Someone,
That
okay.
is bonkers.
Okay, buying the full Reaver bundle.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Is it just the Reaver, or is it both Reaver bundles that have come out?
Okay, you guys can't hear production, but production.
Production-
In Twitch chat.
Someone in Twitch chat said they bought.
Mercy Senpai. Mercy Senpai, that is insane.
There.
Is it okay? The question is though, is it both Reaver bundles, or is it just the one? Is it just one of them?
Mercy Senpai,
We're
we
gonna
are
wait
anxiously
3
awaiting
minutes
your
for
answer.
your response here.
Also,
we
you
we
can't
won't
change
be
the
going
color.
anywhere. We are imprisoned by this game forever.
Satchel out.
You can't. Oh, one of these. That's a
Louis-
smoke. That's a.
That looks like Fluke
I
tried
can't
to.
say anything bad about Fluke. Fluke's frying right now.
Fluke may have tried to get a one-way there and missed the
Oh,
one-way.
that was a really risky TP.
That was a
Door.
good spam there
Sorry,
by Bush
fine.
Dog onto the door, despite
Yeah,
the
unfortunately,
smoke being-
most of those shots hit Gigaberry, who cannot heal himself. Oh, his timing could be huge, but shots whiffed.
Mr. Seed gets betrayed by the Classic.
Yeah.
And Kaylee takes out Cryptic as Gigaberry is able to get a kill onto Grape.
Spike
Full running
down
on the
B.
Ghost. That was something. And Bush Dog is maybe
He's
they're
having-
unaware of Ace of Spades being here. As
Last
Bush
player
Dog still
standing.
kills Ace of Spades.
Nice 180.
And Gigaberry unable to get off any damage there on the Kylie with that spray.
Yeah, I mean,
Try to get
swear.
at least one at this point. With how low is Gigaberry opting to save?
No, they're
30
gonna
seconds
try to Go
left.
for pick. Go for some damage. hit a
Maybe
better grind.
faking leaving, I believe, but unfortunately,
CCT. has
CCT
the
is not
biggest
convinced.
brain,
They're
or
not
the smallest
convinced
brain,
right
and they
now.
just don't care.
Both.
Second
Kaylee
headshot.
falls.
1 hit point
Here.
clutch. I
Yes.
believe. I believe.
got the spike.
I believe
10
that.
seconds left.
Fluke gets the kill onto Gigaberry, dropping 3 kills that pistol round. Fluke has been a demon these pistol rounds.
LeBron has failed us, unfortunately. LeBron being. Who is LeBron? Would that be Nita? Guys, I'm funny. Guys, I'm so funny. Anyways, do
Yeah, I think it was Nita.
we have any response from Mercy Senpai?
It hasn't been 3 minutes.
Yes. Mercy Senpai, we're waiting. We're on 3-minute delay. So, oopsies. So like it'll be.
We gotta wait like 2 entire rounds.
in house.
That's not a house.
House. And it's fast and cheer from. Okay, cool.
Just the-
Reaver
just the-
2.0 also an upgrade will be hilarious.
Reaver 1.0 unupgraded is kind of funny, I guess. Reaver
Yeah.
2.0 unupgraded is legitimately
What
just a
would Reaver
crime.
1 be? That would be knife,
Vandal,
operator.
Vandal knife op. That's
That's
a crime.
Okay.
Reaver Ghost is such a good ghost
Like,
skin.
how do you choose the money saving option while still buying Valorant skins?
Yeah.
Like,
At that point, just get the battle pass. It's only $10, and there's like 80 Radianite in it.
Dude, every now and then there's like Poggers skin in the battle pass. Yes, I just
What
said
is
Poggers.
Mr. Seed is practicing his parkour there.
We're actually having a parkour race in Valorant. That's a lie. But
where would we do
speaking
it?
of
There's nowhere.
competitions, Extra Life is coming up. In I guess this will be 4 days. Tune in and watch Valorant.
And Bushdog in great perspective. Bushdog gets 3, and now Cryptic is left alone in B main against all 5 players of CCT.
Just mowed down. You are not Zelsa's boy. Just mowed down by those 2 Spectres.
Louis potentially aware of this, as Fluke is pushed all the way up in the A side and has not seen Cryptic, and now we have Kaylee rotated over jiggle peeking, and Kaylee is going to get this kill into Cryptic with that double swing from Louis and Kaylee.
Yeah, Brownlee went 4 to 10 from Montana. Just haven't been able to get a hold on this attacking half yet.
Both Smokes players from CCT here absolutely carrying their team right now.
But Montana's, I mean, they can definitely bring it back, but it's this is a very defensive. This is a powerful defensive team. Viper's just in such a healthy spot right now in the meta. And, oh, there's a guy in there. Look at him go. Brimstone. Brimstone. There might be someone jump peeking there. They're no longer jump peeking there. They're walking mound, and that's...
Bushdog is spotted by Ace of Spades and gets a little spammed.
A little bit of spam there.
Jumping back, but nothing too damaging.
But CCT does have a good amount of A main control.
All the way
They're
up.
rotating one player off, but Raze should have just
may have just been fully timing. Louis gets the Nita gets the kill on a Louis. I stand corrected.
Where before
Fluke kills Mr. Seed, as we now see a 3v2 here in A main. With the players of CCT rotating over to help their teammates who are getting slaughtered by Nita. Nita with 3 on the round here, as UMT move quickly to capitalize on their massive advantage they've just gained.
This could be for retake. And look where Ace of Spades in a really good spot. Even if they know he's there, he can put so much pressure, but they
Ace of Spades gets 2 to close out the round.
Nita just cracked open the site, and Ace with a big lurk. Just close that out pretty easily. Now Montana might have this foothold they were looking for. Ooh. Whoa. Snake. For our casters. Oh. They put the little spawn barrier under the elephant. That's crazy. Ooh, we found a window. That's a guy, Brimstone.
That's a bear. The elephants are Brimstone.
Anyways, back to game. A fight for A main happening here as both teams don't want to give up his space. And
3v4 here. As Fluke gets a spam kill off onto Nita. Fluke is going crazy here.
Montana doesn't have a lot of other map control. We have a Reach lurking towards CNA main going through this door, but not a lot of value can get off this and running into a KJ.
Cryptic unable to get anything with this breach lurk here.
Luckily, the Viper didn't pop the decay, or I think they might have just got shredded by that KJ nade.
Yeah, if that orb had been...
Haley gets a sight onto Mr. Seed. Entry and smokes down for Montana. And the sight hit just became really not doable.
Really unfun.
Yeah.
Big unfun. They still have both initiators.
Yeah, a bit of flash to use through the cracks open. Fluke with another one, and
Fluke and Kaylee.
Spade's not able to get that spray transfer over.
Cryptic may get one here.
Cryptic
gets one onto Kaylee. That was a flick. That was one of Fluke. Fluke falls to Cryptic. Cryptic still convinced there's someone behind this box. That is some dedication to clearing. I will say that is some impressive dedication to clearing your corners.
Cryptic might be able to
10 seconds left.
Cryptic opting to go A with Louis sitting backside here.
They're already
no
out of time.
gets the kill onto Louis, but unfortunately does not win the
late
round.
A call. Might have been. They would have been able to make it B, but still would have been a tricky 3v1. And now we're gonna see. Apparently, we're gonna see what these flowers look like. But
That's a cool flower.
find another goober.
Yo, there's another flower.
Oh, look in the crack. In the crack in the wall. No, down, up in that crack. Is there a goober in there?
That's a wall crack in the wall.
Brimstone. Montana grouping up Bell. Oh wait, there's a thing back here. Hold on. Let's go. Oh, there's so many. Look at them. Whoa. Look at them. Anyways, Montana grouping up toward the A side of this map. Getting a lot of space towards rubble. Just about as much space. Hope for that. I can actually take a fight. I think they're just forcing up here, and a good amount of damage already done on Mr. Seed. Without much towards the other team in return. Double flank. Cage of turret broken. And rotate call seems to be made. Choosing to leave Cryptic and Mr. Seed.
Hopefully to do some
damage,
over
maybe
on
lurk
A.
a little bit. And Montana's done a really good job of putting pressure towards this A-B side of the map.
Here.
KJ hasn't really bought it all the way yet. That Sky Flash gives a little bit of info away.
And KJ is probably going to make the... And Bushdog now rotates over off of Grape's call as UMT are stopped by the utility on site here.
Nita is
added with a
teabagging.
Viper Molly. With a Viper Molly
30
added
seconds
to
left.
that, UMT do not have much time left in the round and now have to...
Players still towards A.
Cryptic able to get 2 on A here as Nita immediately rotates over to A with that Omen ult. Very good play
Yeah,
by
great,
UMT there.
great call. Gigaberry getting another.
Gigaberry getting another one on the
Mr.
Bushdog
Seed's
before leaving as Mr.
not
Seed
ready
dies
for
to
Louis.
Louis. I did not see what happened.
Still just wasn't holding the right angle. Louis was like right up on top of that wall. Both players, and this would be an ult.
Cryptic holding the ult for the
Ready to
spike
rip
tap.
it as soon as anything goes wrong.
Turrets destroyed.
Both players walking on main here, and they're going to be really good timing. Don't use the ult. That's okay. I don't hate
One
it.
enemy remaining.
Nita gets 1 onto Louis, and Ace of Spades gets Grape.
Montana down on ult, but I mean, did definitely secure the round. And now 6-11,
And
comeback's definitely
money
possible.
is very tight for CCT. Can we get a tab, please?
Production. There we go.
Yeah, CCT is very much not
Yeah.
good in the money
They're-
department.
this
If
is the-
UMT win it, they start
This is
here.
like the first round that they felt the pinch. Little pinch. Go find the goobers. Go find them. Where are they? Yeah. Brimstone.
Bring this man his goobers.
Brimstone.
None of them are Brimstone.
Brimstone.
Oh wait, there's Brimstone.
Brimstone. And look at a heavy
Oh,
B push
a
from
massive
CCT,
eco
but
push from CCT.
Nita
Nita gets
does
1
not
on a
care.
Bushdog, and this utility from CCT is going to force them off. A stun from Cryptic to, it seems like, further seal the deal. Never mind, Cryptic decided not to do that.
Montana choosing
And-
to immediately pivot towards the A side of the map.
With Mr. Seed
A main control.
being out on site here.
Fully.
Nading Fluke. Fluke is going to take some damage from that nade.
They don't really capitalize off it. Just stalls a little bit of time. Montana, if they can keep all of these rifles, I don't know how I feel about holding that angle with utility. There we go. Yeah,
Montana's hold here, though, is somewhat tenuous as the door is broken and CCT are able to just walk out. Nita with a very good position here under head. Ooh, Fluke with some massive shots there.
Great awareness.
Mr. Seed
Great
able to get the
shot.
kill on the Fluke as now,
Now it's a game of can we get
4v2.
these guns out without dying?
yes.
And hopefully yes, but they've got to make that place.
Kaylee very, very low from that nade.
One
As
enemy remaining.
Ace of Spades able to get the kill onto Louis, and Kaylee dies to Mr.
Seed.
Seed as now UMT rushes to get these guns out before they die.
Bomb.
And they all will.
Where are we going this time?
Brimstone.
Remember what worked in the past.
I mean, we're seeing a start of a comeback here, just like 1994 when the oh, never mind, timeout.
And
Never
now we
mind.
get a
No
timeout
comeback.
from CCT's coach.
Yeah, probably gonna see CCT slow it down again because their slow play on defense was good.
Yeah, I mean, got confident, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of the big Brimstone. It's a bear. Brimstone. Brimstone. But Montana. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I mean, Montana's been a bit of a roll here, trying to make this comeback come to fruition, and CCVT. Our production's making fun of me. Like, official complaint to Montana. They're being mean to me. Brimstone. But yeah, CCT, they probably is gonna reset the slow play we've seen. Montana is gonna probably try to, answer right back with their own defaulting. Try to get Montana's played well once they get an early advantage. And they're able to play off it, but until they have that
Montana
pick,
calling a C hit here.
that would be the right call with KJ going towards B-Link Brimstone.
All 5 towards C here.
What is this?
But CCT have the read. They have 3 players over here on
Read of
C.
the century. Huge 5v3 fights.
And
Mr.
Mr. Seed.
Mr.
Mr. Seed able to get the kill on a Louis. Let's see if he can get more. Gets one.
Second. Oh, the nade.
Gets away with 8 HP as Fluke is able to get some good damage off, but nothing
Montana
substantial.
might not.
This Omen Blind from Fluke is going to push Montana off of the angle. And they call to
rotate here.
leave off of that.
Super good job identifying that. They gave them more time than I think Montana wanted to give them there on that push, and respraying back out their opponents.
Yeah, with Bushdog in a very good position there in B main to either respond to a B hit
little bit
or
low.
Mr. Seed push past this KJ utility. This Razalt is going to find nothing.
But it does open him.
It's a very good zoning.
Okay,
though.
hot take. That's totally a good Razalt.
That was a good
In my
Razalt.
opinion, most of the value of a Razalt in this type of
Is
play
the fear.
is just, hey, people aren't going to be giving
Oh, nice shot from Fluke there onto Mr.
Yeah,
Seed.
4v3 is
With a
not
Phantom, that's impressive.
most fun. Cryptic looking for this. Really nice off angle here.
Able to get the kill onto Fluke.
Connect
as
those
now
shots.
it's left up to Kylie and
Hawk out.
Bushdog. I forgot their name.
Here.
They
Bushdog.
slowly clear everything.
One
Ace of
enemy
Spades able to get the
remaining.
kill
Grape
onto
with
a
Bushdog
ready.
as Grape is able to kill Nita on site here.
right,
Gigaberry gets timing by Grape, but
Cryptic
Cryptic
does.
has the trade.
The final kill out there.
And making
Producer, can we get the tab?
18-11. And
That was a
now
beautiful singing voice you have
CCT's
there.
money is once again, their wallets are screaming in pain.
Crying.
They may be able to get some minor guns out of Bushdog and Fluke here, but they may opt instead for a full save.
Brimstone. There's some trees over here. Oh. No more. Oh, there's a house. Go in the house. Go in the house. Go in the house. Go inside.
That is literally
Ignore that's fine. We don't need gameplay. We need house. Oh.
It is a single room.
Anyways,
Gigaberry gets a kill on a Bushdog
Trail.
towards
that
the C site, and it looks like UMT using that Sky ult or opting to slam C site. With this KJ ult they have, they do have the site for free.
Given a lot of time to CCT.
But they have this KJ ult.
They have a KJ ult. That's true. I mean, this Mr. Seed could get some good lurk timing here.
They are not really clearing anything though. They should.
They chose to go late here, which does make sense, but planning open here is very risky.
Now they plant open. Still somewhat safe.
3 towards.
With 3 towards Waterfall and 1 towards CT. Mr. Seed has a huge lurk here up in their spawn.
I don't like when teams play this full off-site plan. If they want to make this work, Mr. Seed
They
should
have
just not.
the better rifles, but Mr. Seed full running. Oh. Mr. Seed goes huge.
Hey,
Mr. Seed gets 4 kills
Four on
there.
Great lurk.
Massive lurk.
78 grenades
Yeah, it's
left.
gonna be a rifle on rifle.
Hopefully that's enough.
CCT is still not really liking this buy.
No,
We're back to exploring the map.
We're back to rifles for CCT with 1 Guardian on Louis, but CCT is very much not happy.
No,
they just lost 4 in a row, and
a lot of momentum. for Montana.
even knowing I had a bad gun that last round, if I had
Brimstone.
died to Mr. Seed that way, I would
Massive
still
lurk,
be
yeah.
very mad.
We're starting to see a little bit. The discipline for CCT is starting to crumble a little bit. I mean, seeing a little bit more of these solo peaks. I mean, they're trying to just reset here. Go back to what works.
As Gigaberry gets a little bit of damage there onto Louis, jump spotting from stairs.
Not a huge amount. Could make the round difference. But it's hard to tell at this point.
It's enough to affect.
Without a lot of map control here from Montana. Now they're just waiting for an opener.
Really good map control here with this 2-1-2.
Anything.
Nita breaks that Killjoy turret towards B. But Fluke is ready with that Omen Smoke. Despite there being a Viper Wall. Interesting.
Pushing into 2, pushing up C right now. And
Gigaberry kind of left alone here by Mr. Seed. And, oh, Bushdog almost died there, swinging with utility.
Montana choosing to back out of C.
Montana just,
wide, and
Nita getting the
Fluke.
kill onto Fluke here on B as Fluke got greedy and went for another fight as Nita is now going to TP towards the A side, clearing tree fully for UMT as they take this site, but I don't think they know.
Spike not here yet.
Spike is not here yet. Louis may have a chance here to get 2.
3 ults, KJ ult,
Oh,
Viper
boy.
ults.
That re-smoke from Nita was very much needed. And Mr. Seed in a good position here. Oh, this Sky ult's going to expose him now.
3
And this
ults?
Killjoy ult.
Might even see a third.
CCT want this win here. They really want it. As Louis does that,
And
Mr. Seed gets another kill and chooses to get detained here on site as Ace of Spades has a massive lurk up into their spawn. Bushdog gets a kill into Gigaberry out on site as Mr. Seed is now out of this restriction of this KJ ult.
I mean, CCT's completely surrounded here.
Bushdog is diffusing and Ace of Spades.
Nita
gets both.
Nita takes him anyway.
Nita takes both kills away as Nita gets 4
Nita
on the
said,
round.
Screw your lurk. I'm going to shoot them myself.
Nita, once again, LeBron James.
Nita is actually LeBron James. 100%.
I cannot believe I just said that, though.
I'm converting everyone.
And CCT
I don't
is
know, actually
now
maybe more of like a Stephen Curry kind of.
I am
Michael B. Jordan,
crying.
even. Maybe even like Obama getting up to that level. Of
Obama.
That level. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, when did he play basketball? 2004 to 2016.
Oh, UMT opting to push towards the C site, which they've dropped CCT's dropped the Viper ult.
They've not had a huge amount of value.
Bushdog is sitting in the ult with a judge.
I think Montana's going to choose to leave here. Look at this 3 stack towards A.
Leaving Ace of Spades here for
Johnny
some pressure, but
Mr. Seed's in a really risky position.
it's like the 9th time you've doxed this poor man.
Okay, well, to be fair, their name used to have their actual name in it, and I cast it for bet when their full name was there.
That's true.
Montana's choosing to hit
Bushdog is pushed
Viper
back by that. I think they're still unaware of
That
the
was-
judge. Bushdog gets 2 with this judge as Nita TP's out, kills Bushdog, and Cryptic dies to Grapes. Oh my gosh, this round has crumbled for UMT.
I mean, they still can recover it if they just take their time.
They can. If they can keep these rifles
CCT
out of
didn't
CCT's
they didn't
hands.
get any guns out of this.
And this silence has kept CCT off of C here.
Fully.
As they're the only player truly here to contest is Grape. And
Off
Nita
a truly
opting,
terrible call.
Nita opting to
Montana
plant on
is somehow
site.
recovering this.
Spike planted.
Yeah, that call to hit
That
call to hit the Viper ult did not work at all in terms of trading.
Mr. Seed making
Mr. Seed making a
really
hero
good
play
choice.
here out towards CT. Might get a massive timing off as
Nita.
CCT are aware of this, but don't clear it. And Nita may die here to Louis' ult. And Nita gets 1, dies to Grape as Mr. Seed now has to win this round. Gets one on Grape. Is maybe going to get 2. Gets a second onto Fluke and nades the spike. Louis is going to stick it. Louis dies to
And
Mr. Seed's
clutched it
ult.
with the ult.
Mr. Seed with a huge triple kill clutch
Recovering
there.
a. I don't even know.
Recovering a 2v4 there.
That was a really good recovery. I mean, it was basically a 2v5. Nita got that kill after 3 of her teammates died. Yeah, I mean, off a really rough. Ooh, look at the guy. Off a really rough start from
Now-
Montana.
Can we get a tab here? Both teams
Bulldog.
pretty even on guns here with 2 somewhat worse weapons in the hands of
And no
CCT.
huge
However,
ults but one off breach ults.
Bushdog with that Guardian is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with, I feel like. Louis has teleported.
Teleport. Oh, yeah.
I love the Raze teleport.
Oh, that time was
Oh, that breach
over
stun is good to stun Louis, and Louis gets the kill on a Mr. C, traded out by Nita. Nita gets another one here on a fluke,
and
as
Montana's
now A is...
They have A-site.
A is cracked wide open.
Stop
and
feeling my lines.
I think I said that one before.
No.
I think I said that one before.
I
you.
am the funny one here. I'm just kidding.
Nita,
all of my lines are stolen.
Nita once again has become LeBron James here.
Okay, that was mine. That was objective.
I did blatantly steal your line. The copyright. You need to copyright that or something. I don't know, man.
James. Are they ready for
Nita may get one here. Nita does not get Bushdog, because Bushdog is able to get that Guardian spam. And now this off-site play may, with this breach ult. Interesting they're not saving this breach ult, though. I feel like they should. I think they should be saving this breach ult. With this, they're probably not going to use this breach ult now.
Use it, right?
There's no way.
This is going for the same lurk here.
Yes, Cryptic goes. Cryptic.
Oh, don't.
One enemy remaining.
Cryptic ults anyway, just to say
I
we want to win.
Some ideas.
Um,
that was not one of them. But
Cryptic just really wanted to use his ult.
Ripping the
We'll give Cryptic that. We'll give Cryptic that.
Yeah.
Breach ult is funny.
I don't hate it.
Breach ult makes people fly.
It wasn't last round. Almost last round. It secured them the round, and now,
right.
I mean...
Can we get a tab here?
I mean, we got a classic, some Guardian.
CCT scraping together a buy with somehow full util for the majority of their players.
Montana just
with the exception of Bushdog, who
really, nice
really wants that outlaw.
Bushdog wants the outlaw.
Bushdog needs the outlaw. It is Bushdog's sole weapon. As Louis once again gets shot at while jump spotting stairs.
Didn't take any damage though.
These rounds have started to become very similar in how they're being played out. As Bushdog repeatedly peeking took a lot of damage there.
Probably Montana kind of wants to grind out the Sky ult here.
It looks like.
One off of it. Maybe not, actually, as they're taking a little bit more of an aggressive position towards that main.
They already have this orb. Gigaberry either needs to go get this Sea Orb if it hasn't already been taken, or get a kill for this Sky ult to be useful.
I think Montana's choosing to hit A.
Choosing to hit A here, as the rest of their players come back, with Mr. Seed having been blinded by this flash. Decides to give up tree. UMT
Montana
has
switches
paused here.
to C here. They've given so much time.
Cryptic. Wait.
Huge beat.
Has Cryptic not been spotted here?
I don't think they have. I think they got passed.
Fluke's blind, not really doing a whole lot, I would say.
Gigaberry
able to get the kill, and now pops
Mr.
the
C
ult.
goes for it.
As Mr. C goes for one, and dies to Louis.
One enemy.
Huge spray transfer from Gigaberry there for 3 kills on the round, with Louis being the only one left alive for CCT here against 4 players. Will die to Gigaberry, and UMT takes the second map of Lotus in a massive comeback.
That was ridiculous.
That was...
And that was all hero plays. That entire map was 4Ks and aces and 4Ks.
5-6 round comeback? Something like that.
6-round comeback. That was a really good reason.
Very impressive. Oh.
Wow, that was
8
more
rounds. I stand corrected. That was an 8-round straight win streak from University of Montana Tan to win that.
What a comeback there from Montana.
Super well CCT played. Are very...
They should change their banners back. Did not work.
They're not happy.
One of them just disconnected.
One of them has just disconnected from the... No, that was not the coach that disconnected production. That was one of their players.
All right. I think we're going to take a 5-minute break.
We are going to go into a 5-minute break now. And the third map, when we come back, is set.
Oh, I'm excited to watch that.
Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Soren. Hi guys, I'm Soren SPG. My voice changed a little bit. Yeah. Welcome to game 3. It is tied 1-1 on Sunset. Our production needs to change the names again. Yeah. Production, do your job. God damn it. So it looks like UMT is running Raze, Mr. Seed, Cryptic on the breach. I like Cryptic's breach. I love Nita's Omen. Gigaberry. I'm so sorry. Gigaberry. Yeah. All I've had today is Pirate's Booty and a Rice Crispy Treat. So my brain is not fueled to cast. But Ace of Spades on the Cypher. You know, I like KJ better, but that's just me personally, coming from the KJ1 trick. Here is the worst sword SPG.
So anyway,
Actual slander.
we're seeing pretty standard comps from both teams, with UMT's comp actually being somewhat deviating from the meta.
I
As
don't like Sova. What
Sova
is this?
is actually just really bad on Sunset.
Actually, okay, hold on. I don't know if it's really bad.
He's pretty bad though compared to
I don't know.
Fade.
Okay.
Fade, KO, Gecko
Yeah,
are
Fade's
all so much more
pretty
viable.
dang good. But
Hello.
you now have 3 different agents that can break Cypher utility.
Right here. Right here.
KO,
Da.
That's fair.
Gecko.
It can Gecko break trip.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. I don't want to
Yes,
hate
yes.
too much on Gigaberry's pick,
Yes.
but I personally I would
Da.
rather see a Fade here. But I mean,
Caution
I'm an
here.
initiator player, so this hurts my feelings.
well, you can go Crimea River.
I
we're gonna-
might.
Probably gonna see a fast
Looks like a
Shower.
fast B split here.
B crunch. We're probably gonna see a breach stun and then some nades here, or sorry, some satchels from Mr. Seed.
There they are, and Mr. Seed will not get
Lose
the
the
kill onto
fight.
Grape, surprisingly.
Does let
As Ace of Spades,
gets so
that is
deep
Ace of
off
Spades.
that.
Ace of Spades is now just chilling in mid. Able to get a kill onto
even on the
Kaylee
score
here.
line and Omen being fairly low in the opposing team.
Ace of Spades being quite low himself,
Yeah.
though.
Rotate call is given. Omen utils kind of thrown out willy-nilly from the side of CCT. Montana's could really have a good hit towards mid or A.
A is completely
A is completely
open.
clear. Mid's fairly weak. Looks like the site
Not ready
speed up
yet.
has begun.
Cover going
And
out.
no fade here on the
Smoke
side of
rank. That smoke
CCT.
is
There's a tiny crack where they might be able to shoot through it.
30
I think
seconds
that's what we
left.
just saw right there.
Louis taking advantage of the gap in the smoke. As Cryptic is unable to win this fight against Fluke here. And this leaves it up to a 2v4,
Yeah,
with CCT having 4 players on this retake.
2 of them are low, but I don't know how much they can come into play. And fighting on this
Last
one
player
way, and
standing.
Ace
Fluke
of
able
Spades
to
does
take
fall.
out Ace of
Nita wins
Spades
these.
here as Nita falls to Louis on site.
Sorry, Nita, I didn't mean that way. But first round going towards CCT. Not a great start. since
Can we
Montana's on the
get a
attack.
tab here, producer? Because CCT changed who's playing what agent again, and
Okay,
it hurts my feelings.
Grapes there. Bush Dog's Omen. Louis is still Raze. Fluke is no longer Omen and is playing Breach. Hall.
I'm sorry, CCT, if we get your names wrong, but you guys switched your roles again, and this makes
This
it
is
kind
your
of hard.
fault, and we're stupid.
Like
at least I'm. Well,
last
Mr.
map
Coon's
I
pretty
kept
stupid.
last
Bird.
there is no way you called me stupid and then immediately said bird.
Bird. Brimstone. I have not. I don't usually just like fly around the maps. There's some people that do that a lot, though.
I have. It's kind of fun.
I like flying around map, but I'm producing. Not when I'm playing the actual game. Ooh, and a huge damage here. Montana on the fade, really opening this up. And
Ace of Spades.
Mr. Seed's deep head.
Ace of Spades is quite low though himself, but Mr. Seed may be actually able to get a nice timing here on a Fluke, as the fade util from Kylie Now spots out. Oh, Nita able to get a kill on a Fluke here. Fluke caught with utility fully out.
5v4 became really doable. And look
As
at
Ace of
timing.
Spades falls to Louis and Cryptic falls to
Trip as
Grape,
well.
giving CCT a single player advantage now.
Yeah, and those, I don't know.
But
Cryptic
UMT
solo fight there.
do have guns now.
Didn't quite work out for Montana, but they still have a good chance to recover this. As close to
Mr.
Spectre.
Seed gets one.
Oh,
Seed gets
and
two.
Great satchel play here.
Huge double kill by Mr. Seed. Louis gets Gigaberry
So
in
ready
main
for Giga.
as Nita unable to get Kaylee on
Ooh, and
site.
right
but
clicks.
with Kaylee quite low, Mr. Seed has a chance. Oh, Louis hits a nice shot though.
Bit of
Mr. Seed.
heroics there from Montana's players, but do a good amount of damage. Just a couple fights didn't go their way.
That classic right click hurt. my
Classic right click
feelings.
hurt. And Cryptic's fight
My ult's
towards
not
B was a little early.
top
Didn't
mid.
quite go his way. Was it top mid?
Yeah.
Top B, mid B-ish side of the map. But I think Montana on the rifle round, and they've done a lot better on their rifles than their egos. I think especially on Lotus, converting so many rifle rounds. Dreas. Anyways, Valorant, early fight here from
UMT looking
Ace of Spades taking the
for
top space.
four-man push here. Market.
I mean, when you can break Cypher Trips, so much of the danger of this site's just... You're not worried about wasting your fate, your raise util, or your breach cannon. I actually don't hate the
Bushdog
build
may-
anymore as much.
Bushdog may get one
ready.
Bushdog gets one on Mr. Seed. Nita with the trade
out.
though, making numbers
Mr. Seed
even.
going so
and
fast
Ace
there.
of Spades unable to get the kill onto Fluke there, as Fluke literally just completely ran across top
Not
mid.
care in the
Fluke
slightest.
Does not care.
He's triggered.
And Ace of Spades now trying to cross back, as all players of UMT are now fully off site, just playing off of the util they have. Nita has been caught by this
Fade.
Fade Seize and will die to this Raise Nade, unfortunately. Never mind, that teleport was clutch.
Oh,
As
that was an
Nita
ult.
also unintentionally dodges Raise's ult there. Gigaberry gets
One enemy
Fluke on
remaining.
Spike. Gigaberry gets two, taking out
take
Kaylee
your
as well.
time.
Gigaberry gets a
Never mind.
third on Grape,
Never
winning
mind.
the round for UMT.
Gigaberry's so much better. That was a...
Yes.
I feel
That-
bad
that-
for Louis. That sucks to
Sorry.
have your raise ult just thrown out the window.
On my way.
That was
yeah.
yeah. Nita accidentally dodged that Raise ult as well, just trying to
No,
get
no,
out
no,
of the Raise
all
Nade.
planned. All planned.
Yeah,
100%.
LeBron plans everything.
LeBron is always ready. LeBron knows all. Sorry for anyone new who's joining stream. We're going Nita LeBron because, yeah.
Nita is LeBron.
It is the go.
Obviously.
And let's see, anyways, back to the game. Heavy B lean from Montana, and you can already see Cypher's changed his setup and is playing so much farther back. And I think Mr. Seed's past
Mr. Seed still gets
trip.
past the trip. Nita gets a spam on a
Crazy
Grape
Grape.
as Mr. Seed continues to push back site, falls to
Yeah.
Bushdog.
That's
Bushdog does not pick up the Vandal though, leaving it on the ground in favor of the Bulldog.
And these smoke pushes for Mr. Seed have just not gone their way. And,
And
there's two.
Bushdog falls.
Player
Oh,
standing.
and everybody dies on site.
K-Tech Vandal.
UMT lose the round.
I love the K-Tech Vandal.
CCT win. A lot happened there.
A lot happened. A lot of, I don't know, Montana just wasn't as together that push as they were the previous ones.
Yeah.
Even the pistol rounds where they still lost. Yeah, just there's no one in
Food
these
trucks.
food trucks. Oh, that Brimstone.
That's a
Brimstone.
rabbit.
Brimstone.
That is a rabbit.
Brimstone. Is anyone there?
There's nothing in there. Crab.
Crab. Brimstone.
Our producer is saying that's a League of Legends reference, but
Neither of us
I
play
touch
League.
grass, so
Our producer said a swore.
our producer is
said
now
a swore.
censoring themselves.
And one. That's crazy.
UMT going for a massive mid hit here.
Super fast push here.
4 players in mid with Mr. Seed very far up here. With the only gun, never mind, they have guns. I can't hear.
Ace of
Louis
Spades
just
could have a
winging
really
a
good time
nade
here.
mid, trying to get some chip damage off.
Yeah, now
Doesn't look like Louis got anything though with that nade. As Ace of Spades is gonna get the timing.
Oh, and it's able to work up here. Montana just needs to live.
Ooh, very good spot here from Ace of Spades. Very aware.
They're able to capitalize off of this. But Fluke's
Mr.
super
C-
aware and able to get the pick.
Fluke is able to get Ace of Spades.
Yeah,
Very
They
aware.
had a lot of A control and didn't take the right timing to rotate. Now they're forced to go towards B.
Despite Cypher still having all of the utility on site.
Cypher
and-
util. Montana's a lot of control here, though.
Oh, Nita seems to have now gone towards A, as CCT have not rotated off yet.
Yeah.
Double
The-
holding.
30
The
seconds
aggressive
left.
players of
Triple.
Montana are just choosing to hold their positions, and yeah, this is a good play. to
As
get the bomb
Gigaberry
down
now
here.
rotates over. Makes me...
Cryptic falling. I
Cryptic-
don't know if they're expecting
Cryptic
Raid
dies
here as
mid
well.
Here.
They
And
were
Mr. Seed unable to get one.
just taking their time to clear out.
Impressive awareness from
Yeah.
CCT to clear
The
that.
Life Roll's going to give away
And
a lot
the
of
Dive Roll is going to break
Last player
everything.
standing.
Luke kills Nita, and Gigaberry is
Not even good
unfortunately
damage.
unable to get anything
Yeah.
off other than a little bit of damage on the bush dog.
Flawless.
4-1 for CCT. As Montana has looked not as together as I would have liked to see on this Sunset map, which they've had a good amount of practice and performed well historically. Brimstone. But it's a Tesla. Those explode.
So do normal cars. What? Cars.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, there's no floor
They
there.
forgot the floor.
I forgot the floor again.
But yeah, I might see just more standard push
Yo,
towards
basketball.
A
Right here.
on this raise.
This one
nasty.
breach, Fluke, the single breach player, is able to stop the entire push.
Yeah, this gives a lot of time.
But Fluke did use a lot of utility.
It's gone
for
from
that.
retake, and CCT has not capitalized off all this information. They're finally starting to rotate. Montana's going just as slow. Able to get around this one way in this defensive raise ult. Try to open up.
Louis does not die to the raise ult and gets the spam onto Mr. C, just holding down the trigger
Holding the
until one of those bullets got the kill.
And both teams.
And Nita will get spammed from
Right in the safe spot.
Ali here. Spam down by
Trying to
Louis.
get- producer, you just got a Discord message. You should share it with the class.
Nita teleporting out into elbow, leaving Ace of Spades with that critical Cypher utility being the only one left on site.
They found my wire.
And will now ball to
Timing on that,
Louis
find the cam.
as Gigaberry and Nita are left to win when the
Dive
bomb is
up
planted
ult,
in
but
an
I think
unwinnable
out of
position.
time.
Last player
Gigaberry
standing.
dies to Louis' ult, and Louis gets Nita for a fourth. Louis
Huge
12
round
and
from
1 on
Louis
the
there.
round right now.
We're seeing very different CCT than we saw in the second half of Lotus. Just willing to keep punching and just keep hitting the site. I mean, that retake lasted for about 40 seconds. That was a super long retake of just CCT throwing util,
Very,
pushing,
very
taking fights,
deliberate.
taking fights, just weathering, and just making Montana just weather out this assault. They weren't quite really able to do it. And Montana really forced to try to convert this pistol.
Shadows
Montana opting for a pistol rush on B here. And
Montana knows where these adjusted trip positions are. They haven't really. Tree cam, it's more up.
Spike carrier is down.
Yeah,
Bush Dog gets the kill on
Spike
Nita.
down, B.
Very ready for that trip, as Gigaberry is hit by half of the entire team's wallet there in their utility usage.
Yeah, I think both brief flashes are gone now
Spike
from the
drop.
defenders.
And their aftershock.
Let this raise flank. Not ideal as Montana finds themselves boxed in.
And
Taking their time with these fights.
with Louis here on the flank, able to jump past that Cypher trip mid.
Trips.
Louis with a huge flank here now.
This Vandal's gonna
Opting to hold though.
just containing Montana.
And Bush Dog getting a kill on the Gigaberry now, as UMT are left with 3 players having no idea Louis is here.
30 seconds
Louis gets
left.
1.
Great timing
player
there.
Louis 2 for Louis here,
Spike down,
as
B.
now Louis backs off, having thoroughly sealed the round in favor.
Seed getting great from both
Mr.
directions.
Seed falls to Fluke.
Yeah, I mean, this defensive half is terrifying. Should see a timeout here coming from Montana. Opting not to quite yet.
No time.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, they really have to make a good reset call. I mean, gosh, just the B main slam just did not work in their favor. I mean, I feel like
I would say more of these post plans aren't.
yeah, these post plans.
I'm not sure if they are miscommunications or not, but in these post plants, a lot of the time there are players fighting when other players are not fighting and are in a position to much more hold, and it's very damaging for their post plant because they'll have people with like very, very important utility fighting on the site, and it unfortunately just costs them these post plants. Which
There's also been some like weird positioning things as well. Like, I mean, the 2 rounds ago when they had this really strong mid take, like we just had players all over the place. Or not 2 rounds ago, 3 rounds ago. Those players were all over the place. And again, in 2 rounds ago, like there was 2 players alive, and Spike was decently low, but they weren't in a good position to use Sova ult there either. Just
I
kind of.
think Montana are just coming into this after that win on Lotus, just very overconfident. I think is really
They
one
haven't
of the
even
biggest things.
They haven't
here.
even seemed overconfident. It's more just been like, it almost feels like they almost over reset. They've been they just haven't been, I wouldn't even say they're scared, but I mean, they're not together as much.
They've reset back to a more neutral state, which CCT is very good at countering.
Yeah, and CCT plays really strong neutral here. Hopefully that's what that timeout was about. I mean, CCT hasn't even fully rotated off the B. Finally, the second defender.
Cryptic will now rip that breach ult.
Going for this open plant.
As a counter breach ult is now sent from CCT here. No push, though, from the defenders to
A lot of
capitalize
util
off of
traded.
that.
It's kind of managing to stall a lot of this out. Purely just
And Nita gets killed trying to get out.
late on that TP.
As Cryptic is able to get 1. Cryptic gets 2 from that corner. And stuns.
4v3.
Bushdog dodges the stun here. As Ace of Spades gets 1 on site, gets straight up by Great. Bushdog is able to get 1, but Mr. Seed and Gigaberry get the last 2 kills to finish out the round.
Yeah, Montana's reset won successfully this round, as we saw that more aggressive. We just saw more cohesion from that team. A lot of that same cohesion that we saw on Lotus, and they had really good mid-rounding. I mean, the mid-rounding on Sunset so far has been pretty. It's not been terrible calls, just not executed really well. Oh, there's a hole there. And ooh, can you go in there? Ooh, spooky. Oh, okay, never mind. The secret's out. There's nothing behind the door. Door, go.
UMT looks to be opting for a slower.
Oh, boo! Go back.
Slower hold towards the A side. Very much in positions to dodge the majority of any utility that would be thrown to try and
CCT's done a bit of
find their location.
utility. We've also, I mean, the Cypher trips are actually
CCT
reset.
are very much in the same place as they were at the start of the round. Not much has been done other than throwing a fade eye mid and a bit of jump spotting.
Oh, I mean, CCT does have pretty good info of that. No one's mid as fade.
Gigaberry does spot Fluke there. Fluke gets the stun off. Gigaberry dodges it and is able to get the kill
Gets
onto
a kill as
Fluke.
well.
And now
He's fairly
A
open.
is open as Louis
floods
has
light now.
completely given it up to opt for
Playing
a.
like
Is that a
tiles.
triple flank that I'm seeing?
Yes, and a Cypher still on the people peeper towards me. Bombs down.
That is no. That is a double
flank, and Omen peeling back off to go top mid.
Interesting. So Omen seemed to be there the whole bottom mid, despite I would think they would expect everyone to be top mid.
Oh, CCT knows there's 2 there.
Ace of Spades able to get 1. Kaylee trading out Louis as Gigaberry falls off to fight on site, and Cryptic picks up this angle as Gigaberry runs out of ammo. Cryptic gets a trade onto Kaylee, and Mr. Seed is able to get
Finish out
Bushdog
the
on
round, yeah.
site. This timeout is looking very strong.
Great
for
conversion.
UMT as they've been able to now win 2 rounds off.
Production. Tab, please. Thank you.
Louis with 15 and 3.
I mean, CCT also has really strong economy.
A KD of 5.
That is crazy. Jeez, yeah.
Louis' raise on this map is proving to be
Montana's
very
won
powerful.
2 rounds in a row, and CCT can still buy next. Maybe even the round after that if they.
And
yeah, they might buy 4 rounds in a row after 4 losses. They said that strong of economy starting out. We're seeing trade util towards A with
losing this round could prove to be bad for their economy.
Yeah, I think it's the first time they'd actually feel a pinch here. And B's really open. What'd you say, production? No, yeah, production made a very good point of there's no one on frickin' B. I almost said a swore. Looks like here comes the execute. They're ready for that change nade. It's on the other tree. A little farther up. Oh, come on.
He was so close. He got it.
Hey!
And we're going to see
There we go.
flank already from CCT here.
There's 2 ready to fight
As
it.
Bushdog has killed 2 on the flank. The Cryptic
Oh
gets the kill on the
gosh.
Bushdog, but what happened there?
World?
As Nita gets 1. Nita gets 2!
Wow. Huge play.
Fully more than evening up the numbers here.
I mean, that just salvaged around completely.
And Grape kills Cryptic in main, but now
backside.
Louis kills Nita as they know where
One enemy
Ace of
remaining.
Spades able to kill Louis as that I don't know if that cam sees the spike. I think oh,
Nice.
good timing. Ace of Spades
That
able
was
to
a
kill Grape.
rough round, but I mean, Nita and Ace managed.
And dies to the bomb at the end.
Nita and Ace barely managed to save that round there as
That
well.
double kill from Nita won the round.
I don't know what happened on the flank there, but that was almost terrible. Yeah, we saw a lot of value out of the Sova earlier on. It's starting to get a little bit less. As I mean, we haven't seen the ult popped
As
yet.
Bushdog moves these
There's
these trips around.
Boba.
It's the boba shop.
Boba sandwich.
Boba latte.
Boba.
Oh no, I'm starting to do what you're doing.
My thumb is spreading.
I'm losing
What
my
are
mind.
these sniper trips? What?
The Cypher main in Soren SPG is screaming in pain witnessing these Cypher trips. As Cryptic launches that breach ult, Mr. Seed flies over the
So
Cypher trips
deep.
and kills Bushdog as Mr. Seed now shuts this door, leaving Ace of Spades isolated in mid.
I think what he
Ace of
saw-
Spades has been spotted now by at least one player here.
But now
And
this-
Ace of Spades is going to say goodbye and
Ooh.
leave. As
Why
does-
are they? Why is there 2?
There are 3 towards mid.
No, but on UMT side, there's so many playing.
Mr. Seed unable to get a kill on a fluke there, but UMT still in a. Louis has
that's
killed
for
Fluke with-
your opponent.
Louis has a team killed. I'm not sure what happened there.
Sova ults on top. Or no Sova ult.
Nita able to get the spam off as Gigaberry uses that Sova ult, gets a tag onto Grape, and is able to get the kill, leaving it Gigaberry and Cryptic versus
That was-
Louis. And Louis dies.
Smacked in the face with a shock dart.
Louis got
was
hit with a
good
shock
shot.
dart. That is emotional damage.
Yeah. Probably see a timeout here from CCT. Just say, hey guys, what just happened?
They just lost 4 in a round.
That
Or
was
4 in a row.
That was 5. Montana was 6-0.
Tab, please. Production. That was 4 in a row.
I'm right, you're wrong.
What do you mean?
I don't care.
What do you mean? Montana really just need to keep doing this because
no, do that.
it was working even against CCT's very, very chill hold, I guess. Very passive. It's been working.
And CCT started to feel the crunch. Now they're look at the guy. Brimstone.
That's a penguin.
Brimstone. Ooh, there's a hole. Brimstone.
Wait, does that one have a bowl cut? Is that a bowl cut or a
Here's
helmet?
Here's a helmet.
Okay. I thought the bear just randomly had a bowl cut.
Anyway,
like what?
What I'd like to see in this round is, I mean, Montana's this push has been working. They don't have a lot of ults to play with here, though.
No.
I mean,
CCT really the only big ult they have is that Cypher ult. We haven't seen Grape able to pull off any crazy Omen ults yet. Fluke was able to pull off some weird Omen ults, but I haven't seen Grape do any crazy things.
We were
with
also
that Omen
seeing Nita get a little more value out of that ult, I would say, just with the fast rotations.
Yeah, the fast rotations and the ability to clear stuff while your team is in sight.
4v3 fight A.
This is going to be ugly if UMT commits to this.
Read this correctly. You know, a couple are there.
Cryptic ready to stop.
With position. Ooh.
Mr. Seed going to take a lot of damage from that
Yeah,
breach
that
aftershock,
was-
and it looks like UMT are going to call a cancel now here.
Yeah, that damage was bad.
Cryptic is able to get the kill on a Kaylee mid here.
That's
And
pretty rough.
Ace of Spades has pushed all the way up on B, as Nita has now gotten all the way out on site.
Yep.
Nita has sight. And Mr. Seed's
That's a
gonna
Gray's ult.
Mr. Seed's gonna pop his ult. Probably not going to find too much with it, but he can dream.
Door closed, and Montana's really secured this part of the map.
Bushdog
CCT
does not seem to know there is someone in this corner. Bushdog takes out Mr. Seed.
Good shot. Flash
And
down.
oh, Nita.
Nita gets
two for Nita!
Ready for this raise, though.
Now Nita teleports across.
LeBron's always ready.
Shadows traveling.
She knows Louis there. Blinds market. No one market, though, so that blind does not, unfortunately, does not do
Those
much.
can we get?
One
Hey! Oh, we don't get 4.
Nita with 3.
Hey!
Huge kills from Nita there.
I mean, yeah, coming back from a
Switching sides.
5-1 down, I guess. Hello, I'm Bowser Hauser. I'm Soren SPG.
And I am Dracoon.
Yeah. That's not our actual names, because we're not allowed to do that.
No.
No. But
Sharing personal information on the internet is bad,
and
kids.
behind the camera, we do a Bowser Hauser, clicking the buttons for us. And talking to
exploring the map
voices,
randomly.
looking at goobers. Yeah, good half. I mean, good half there from both teams. Montana's had some ridiculous recoveries. Yeah, these have been wild comebacks.
Yeah. There haven't been any. There haven't really been any rounds that have been like massive, like 2v5s though. This time,
Yeah.
though. They've been looking much more solid in terms of just their trades and just playing
Not
together.
losing much earlier out. Ooh, but this 5-person.
Careful now.
Right into.
Kate.
That did not. They.
I think it did actually break it.
The nade broke the trip,
But the dog
they don't
went so early.
Yeah.
I don't think they know it's broken.
They don't seem to know the trip is
They
broken.
forgot. Yeah, they're looking. They're for gore.
CCT seems to have forgotten what the Resonate does. It's okay, guys. Everyone does
Yeah, it was a bit weird timing.
It was a bit weird. Oh, Nita may get a timing here on Bushdog. Seems Bushdog is where.
Yeah, he's fair. I'm surprised if he wasn't. No.
Oh,
has no idea.
Nita unable to get the kill on a Bushdog here. Mr. Seed here with the trade. Mr. Seed able to get the trade off. Gigaberry very, very low now after that fight with Louis.
Guy. It's late, guys. We're tired.
It is very late. It is time. It is past.
Cryptic getting one.
Kaylee getting 2 with
two out of that
Classic.
one, and
Leaving
2 hit points,
Mr.
Mr.
Seed with a Classic. The only one left. Kaylee getting 3 on the round there.
Yeah, it's just really. That was an unfortunate fight for Nita to not win there, but Nita's Classic's cursed. Nita's not had good luck with this Classic. But Montana actually choosing to force up here. Looks like we get a tab producer. Tab, please. Thank you.
CCT UMT forcing.
I kind of agree with this. I think this is a good call. I think forcing's funny. I like forcing. I think
every time Soren SPG suggests forcing to the members of Glacier, they have a heart attack.
They all
but
rant and
usually when we do
cry.
it, it does seem to work. So I think we definitely should try it more in scrims.
Yeah, I like forcing. I think it keeps the game interesting. Montana knows there's nothing A. Trip's broken towards B, and now this force didn't quite go the way they wanted. This Spectre v Stinger.
As Bushdog is able to kill Mr. Seed on that mid push there, as Louis satchels right into the trip.
Stun stops the punish.
As this force Unfortunately, not seeming to do a
planted.
whole lot for UMT.
This might not have been the right. It's
As
just swiped the other
CCT
way.
have full site control now.
Let's force them all the way out of sight. Oh, it's so close.
Louis able to get
Two more
one
fights
Last
going
player
CCT's
standing.
way.
Louis able to get 2 with that Spectre. Cryptic getting 1 now.
I don't think you have
As-
17 bullets left in your stick.
Cryptic gets 1 with the Classic and is traded by Fluke.
Yeah. Now, only getting 2 guns out of the hands of CCT as Montana now really have to buy pistols here instead. Gonna make next round their first rifle round. Bit of damage, but CCT is gonna get some guns. Some rifle upgrades, it looks like, and still maybe be able to buy the next round as well.
Rifle upgrades on UMT did force. So
They did force. I mean, they know they're
CCT
against pistols.
buying right.
I wouldn't
never
even buy. I'd buy Spectres. I wouldn't buy rifles. That rifles are a throw.
buy an Outlaw.
Scooter.
Buy an Outlaw, you get so many stupid kills
Yeah.
with that.
I mean, CT, they're just scaling this B site. They don't even care about A. They know they just break the strip and go. Their entire plan.
Yeah. I think they've realized UMT prefers to play much
They
more
found my
retake
wire.
heavy towards B.
Yeah. Pushing
And
with an
fight
early
A.
Gigaberry. pick.
Gigaberry falls to Bushdog pushing up. Bushdog does spot Mr. Seed. Mr. Seed, however,
Gain for Montana.
does see Bushdog.
Need to force off this close angle. Yeah, I mean, this
Spike
this
planted.
lurk from Bushdog is just causing UMT not to be able to commit to this.
Cryptic able to
and
get the
Nita
kill on a
each picking up
Bushdog.
one. Two Spectres.
Nita winning that long fight with the Ghost there. As
It's Deagle here. Oh, did she not see them?
Nita falls to Fluke. Sweet time there.
They need this flank Mr. Seed to come faster.
Mr. Seed able to get the kill on
But now they have to speed up.
Kaylee, as rough
going
as
this
it was. And
And here comes the stick.
Ace of Spades sticking it.
Get out.
There's not
Get
much.
it. 3 for Mr. Seed. Great conversion there.
No one beats
Sorry
my
for your ears.
firepower. I got this.
As University of Montana completely pivots that round around. Now they're in a comfortable position. Can you hit tab? I'm curious what they buy. Okay.
Guns.
Yeah, they're keeping that Spectre for Ace.
And Mr. Seed.
Yeah, if they can win this round, that's a big dent in the eco.
They both, I think, have sheriffs, though.
Yeah.
Even so, that's still arduous switching between your long-range secondary and your close-range primary.
That's fair.
Cover going out.
Yeah, I think Montana's committing a little bit more to this B site here. Keeping Omen a lot closer, already having some rotates come out. It's like
Gigaberry moving
that's a
over
big-
to
that's a really good
drone right
round.
here.
catching 2 minutes.
Sees 1. I don't know if it's.
Well, they know the Cypher's there because the cages were pops.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And
CCT.
now we're gonna see 3 members of CCT up mid here.
They really want this mid space.
They
Probably going for an
really
A split through. They haven't. Gigaberry.
Gigaberry unable to get much off with that.
Low after this fight.
Scanning ahead.
Able to dart the arch though. Get a scan on Fluke. Unfortunately, no one able to capitalize though.
Montana doesn't. They're fighting for this top mid space. They've held it very well. It's forcing CCT.
Cryptic rotating off though to help fight leaves A fully open, and CCT have realized this and are going to A.
Yeah. But Montana's going to be late here. That's a nice flash there.
That flash is
Silly.
Gigaberry gets 1.
30 seconds left.
Still no hit points, though.
Cryptic
Gets
comes over to help
second.
fight. Gigaberry and Cryptic able to net another.
How are you alive?
Fully evening up the numbers as Bushdog is now pushed up fully through mid though, and is going to get this kill on Gigaberry here.
Not ready yet.
If he doesn't turn around in time. He doesn't.
I think they thought that was
Bushdog,
where you are.
Bushdog is able to get this kill. Bushdog shift
Spike
walked, I believe,
planted.
that whole way.
Yeah.
Out of charges.
Montana not committing a trip
As
towards top mid
Nita's
has
now
been-
speeding it up on this flank.
CCT
and
knows where people are.
Unable to
take
get the kill on the
fight.
Bushdog
One
here
enemy
as
remaining.
Ace of Spades is
Last
able to kill
player standing.
Kaylee
And Ace.
Ace
wrapped
of
it up.
Spades gets 2 to win the round.
That
for
retake was a
UMT.
little sketchy. Not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
I mean, they close it out.
UMT.
And the one survivor is the one that started with the Spectre anyways, so it works out for them as well.
UMT should be careful here. They're starting to go back to being very uncoordinated.
Yeah,
in plays.
no, that retake was a little bit of a signal of what we saw, mainly on Ascent, where we had a lot more solo fights. I mean, they are mostly out aiming CCT for sure, but like we lost 2 to that Cypher, and they really gotta make a. Is that a gun? There's guns in this game.
No way.
Frames down. Oh, that's so okay. This could be an insane read here as 2 are grouped up. 3 are grouped up towards B main trying to take the space. Now with all this early info,
CCT have a much heavier B default over here.
yeah, and they could be walking into.
Walking into 2 players here.
2
in
players
Mr. Seed
very
and
ready to
Gigaberry.
receive them.
Mr. Seed with an op as Gigaberry. Huge positioning. Gigaberry gets 2 from this.
Down B.
I mean, Gigaberry shows util dart to clear the zone out.
That op of Mr. Seed was
Last
Info
player
game.
Cryptic able to get bush dog there as Fluke gets 1 top mid.
But Nita's better.
And gets another.
And
Fluke is absolutely frying here.
wants this fight.
as Cryptic not taking this fight here, just opting to turn
Gigaberry clears it up.
Gigaberry able to
Get a little
clean it
scary
up.
there.
That for a moment did get scary. Fluke hit
Fluke had
some
nice
incredible
Yeah.
shots there with the Sheriff to win that. Especially against rifles. Those are very difficult shots to
for
hit.
sure.
It's doable, but it's very hard. And UMT with a massive read here, putting 4 players towards the A side of the map. As
concern here would be
CCT looking to opt for a 5-man hit on A.
This early op could be huge unless
It could, except Mr.
Breach
C will be
stun?
stunned. This breach stun
I
will.
not so, oh yeah, not able to
He's going to dodge it though, and this breach ult is going
counter
to.
breach ults.
Oh, huge raise ult here.
Oh, missed the raise ult, but hey, great out goes and player advantage, a big flank here, and Nita gets
triple
with the spray
kill.
down.
Nita with a triple kill here as Grape is able to
Hey,
get
calm down here, Montana. You still
is able
got
to get
1 person left.
2 more off of it as Grape now teleports towards B. Mr. Seed already halfway towards intercepting and
Spike
hearing the
planted.
bomb down.
Pop with retake is not best
No,
thing.
but Grape is running right into Mr. Seed. Oh, Grape
This round just got really sketchy.
Grape is going
Last
aggressive
player
here.
standing.
Grape with 4.
Revealing area.
Oh, but the Grape out of the smoke. Gigaberry doesn't know.
No, not right.
An ace from
Ace,
Grape to win
Grape.
the round for CCT.
Yeah, and Montana just way overextended individually.
My ult
And
not
just
ready.
toss the round away. After a really big play there from Nita. Now they have to kind of reset, rein themselves back in. Realize that, hey, they still got to win this out. And both teams starting to feel the pinch of the money. As Mr. Seed doesn't have a gun here. Might opt for a
Buying
judge?
that op, I think.
I don't, did they force the op? No, well.
They're not forcing op. I'm saying
Yeah.
from buying the op.
Well, no,
they
I think
can't.
that op was too.
Buys a judge.
Yeah.
Grenade!
I've
Yeah.
seen Mr.
Gate
Seed
triggered.
judge before, though, in different games.
Face your fear!
It's a little scary.
It was very scary for the other team. Louis
extremely close.
battling out with this judge. Is going to get 1,
Nita.
gets 2,
Heck in from that.
and dies to.
Nope,
no,
it's still alive.
Mr. Seed gets
Separate
Grape.
kill.
That was a separate
Satchel
kill.
out.
Mr.
Out of
Seed
ammo.
unable to get more. Fluke takes him out as Cryptic is on his flank here.
Gigaberry.
Gigaberry,
Play off this?
Cryptic now pushing flank. Fully out of breach utility. Has stun now, though.
Quite catches him.
Does not stun Bush Dog. Able to get the
Last
kill on a
player
Bush Dog, though,
standing.
as
Down to
Gigaberry
1v3.
falls, and Cryptic has to clutch a 1v3 here.
Choosing to save. Pursuing? I don't think there's enough time for this fight.
I would call. Yeah. They have to save here.
Yeah. They're gonna
There's
get
not
out with
really-
his gun left, but
There's not really any other option.
I mean, yeah, CCT just got so much momentum from that one round. Now they're really starting to feel it.
That, I mean, wouldn't you be hyped
I
after your
would,
teammate
yeah.
just 1v5'd?
That was nuts.
That was,
yeah, time
yeah.
away from Gigaberry.
Timeout is needed for sure to reset UMT after that.
Yeah. They're
Crushing.
crushing 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
I mean,
like,
just they
crushing
need to
ace.
just take. I mean, even in that last round there was a lot of solo fights taken.
Yeah.
Montana could have won
They're
that.
starting to fall back into their old habits, and
Yeah.
it is not going well
But
for them.
I mean, they do a good timeout conversion, as we saw these last couple of, especially in Lotus and this
Right
last
there.
half on this exact map.
If this goes similarly to Lotus, this will be over in 4 rounds.
Yeah, and I mean, Montana can definitely do it here if they just take their time. They've won some ridiculous buys as well, so the economy won't be their biggest issue. Speaking of big, that forehead's massive. Could land an airplane on that. Look into his eyeballs. Yeah, look into their eyeballs. I don't think Omen has eyeballs.
Omen has slashes.
His Mountain Dew.
He has Mountain Dew?
Exactly.
That's the monster.
Whoa.
His eyes change. I forget
Dang.
that.
Well, that's a man. Oh, boo. Yeah, Montana needs to just really take their time here. Not overcommit these fights, and I mean, they can make this happen. Looks like CCT grouping up for somewhat of a B-split, putting decent amount of aggression. Even around the map.
Mr. Seed
They
unable to...
both missed the cam.
No, they got it.
Okay.
They got it.
And CCT responds by kind of giving that B space and resetting more towards mid and A.
Now both teams are extremely wary of B main right now.
Yeah, both of them are scared. Neither of them want to really commit there. This cam towards mid is going to give them a lot of info. It's clear.
They're unaware though of the
walk up
double
on
push
A.
up tiles here.
I don't think holding on top of the trip is how they work.
Cryptic knows something we don't, obviously.
Cryptic has
Cryptic
good
gets a kill on a
timing. That's what
Bush Dog.
Cryptic has, and
Cryptic was
does
very
even have
ready
the
for
scoreline.
that.
But now, yeah, I mean, good call by
now-
CCT as they're rotating back
Now
to the B
it
side.
looks like Gigaberry's going to come over and try and get this gun here. I think it would honestly be a better option for someone to just throw their gun down and go pick it up from A side.
Yeah, but I mean,
And now, because that leaves B side completely open with Nita's death in mid.
Mr. Seed. He's gonna maybe go for a hero
Mr.
play
Seed
here.
with a sheriff here has to do something.
Montana's aware, and they're rotating quickly, but
30
only
seconds
gonna
left.
give
Gigaberry
Uto.
to rotate.
if he can delay just a tiny bit with this nade.
CCT are very much delaying their hit. And this breach ult will actually give Mr. Seed the opportunity
He actually gets out from it.
to get out and
Here comes
hopefully
retake as
deal some better damage here.
Spike
Louis will get
planted.
spotted there. And Mr. Seed able to get some damage, but unfortunately nothing substantial. Mr. Seed may be planning to sacrifice himself for that Raze ult. Never mind. Gigaberry going to
darting
guard
out,
this
and here
fight.
comes this retake.
It's a retake.
One player still towards
And
pillar.
Gigaberry able to get one. Cryptic able to get one with the
Cryptic
aftershock. As Ace of Spades is going to throw that Cypher Cam. Cypher Cam is immediately broken, however.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Body block, body block, body block. Shoot the fight.
Grape is able to get one.
Gigaberry.
Gigaberry with the trade, and
There's that recovery.
UMT come out of this timeout with a convincing round win.
And I think that actually does a kind of a reset towards CCT's economy. I mean, they weren't in the best standings after
I
last
have
round.
money.
Producer! Thank you!
I have money.
I mean, they'll
Yes.
have guns.
They have some guns.
Yeah, they'll have
Fluke
rifles.
Fluke
Fluke's
will
gonna
not have a
Spectre
gun
here.
without any shields. That is
Yeah.
extremely dangerous.
If Montana can't convert this round, that would be pretty big. Burble. Yummy. My producer's making fun of me again. This isn't fair.
It's deserved, I feel like.
Nah, this B main fights. Careful here.
Gigaberry and
And the
Mr.
game
Seed
took me a
opting
couple
for the
rounds ago.
same play. It may work, though.
I mean, as long as they don't over peak here as. Oh, careful on this. Yeah, back up, back up.
Right here.
Don't retake that fight. There you go. Good back off.
Revealing area.
Gigaberry going to throw a dart. Gets stunned by this breach stun. Is going to back off. Along with Mr.
Bush
Seed.
Dog getting
Nita dies in market from Bush Dog's lurk as
I
mean, now these two players B main. are
CCT
so isolated.
looking to pivot B off of this, I would think. Yes.
Montana
Right
Full
here.
B hit
regrouping together.
from CCT
Yeah, these comms are not quite out yet, but now here they are. Montana's regrouping together.
as Ace of Spades is able to
Wow,
win
okay.
that fight.
Now
Gigaberry,
it's a 3v3 out of
Gigaberry
nowhere.
takes out Louis. Kaylee trades out.
Cypher
Teammate, though.
Oh, they know the three are on site. Now CCT.
CCT still do have this Omen ult in their pocket, and Cryptic gets timing by Fluke in that smoke.
Last player standing.
Kaylee gets a huge kill, and Fluke still in the smoke
Straight up
kills Ace
ace.
of Spades.
Yeah, Montana kind of needed that rounds. He's early. I mean,
One
a lot of these
dream
rounds are just.
Both teams'
Another
economies
begins.
are hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, both of them are in a rough
Gigaberry
spot.
bought an op.
This is a play.
The Sova
It is a
operator
play.
is
Operator?
the Soperator.
Oh,
no.
boo! By the operator.
The operator.
Yeah.
The operator has been pulled out. UMT are trying to win this round or
Oh, boo!
Die trying.
By the operator. No, they're full saving. Boo! Maybe not. One of them's not full saving. Bit of a all over the place buy.
hero rifle.
Huge aggression towards A. And force that
Very
control.
early pop of that huge
Yeah.
retake ult.
Look, I mean, CCT already has the space back. They lost from it.
Then they gave it up.
Yeah, I mean, well, they really didn't have any. To be totally honest.
Yeah, it's back to neutral.
Well, I mean, Montana's a bit more control here. Deeper up A main, have the sound control, and 3 stacked towards top. And 4 from CCT up tiles. Looks like
CCT looking to potentially split A off of this.
Shadows
what the stack is, and Montana's made the wrong call, putting 3 towards B. They're just going to full slam A main.
And Cryptic
Only
caught
the
out.
Ghost to hold this close angle.
Cryptic caught out only with a ghost, unable to win a fight. As Mr. Seed is able to get some damage onto Fluke, but does not get the kill.
Is a good amount of time here for someone Montana to rotate?
Gigaberry may be able to get
totally
some
enough.
big kills here.
Spike down.
Gigaberry
Oh,
unable to get a
miss.
kill, falls to
30 seconds
Kaylee
left.
as Nita and Ace of
Spike
Spades are
planted.
the only ones left here to win this round.
Yeah.
Nita running back through mid, hopefully to pick up Gigaberry's rifle.
Yeah.
Ace of Spades has it.
You need to go grab for that Bulldog, and not a ton of time left here. The hero play asks your date now. So Trip gets messed up. He is all alone.
And both
Ace
players
traded.
die. An impressive recovery from CCT.
Yeah, I
to win
know.
those
They
rounds.
and good mid-round read as well.
Match
Just
point.
isolating the single player with a
One
Ghost.
last fight, everyone.
Not
can do
so
it.
great mid-rounding from Montana there, leaving one alone. Force ups from Montana. Need these next 2 rounds to bring it to an overtime. They want to win out this series.
The thing with leaving Cryptic there as well is if Cryptic had had a rifle, maybe get 1, but I feel no
Yeah.
more considering how common of an angle that is.
Yeah, especially late mid-round, or especially later round. I mean, they have 2 initiators too. You can throw util at every single corner basically.
Yeah.
Ray's out here for the side of UMT.
UMT do
And Sova
have
as well.
3 ults now.
Yeah, this off angle here from Cryptic, and off angle here from Nita. Try to do what they can to hold down this A site. Looking like that's what the stack's going to be. I mean, Montana's just put so much towards B, even when their Cypher's playing there.
This box position from Nita would be so powerful if we hadn't seen Mr. Seed in this spot just
She
last
didn't have a
round.
vector. I mean, a late swing could make a play off here, but the dog pushing Cryptic off the
Another
angle.
lurk here from Bush Dog, lurking all the way up in a market, just trying to get something. Gigaberry swinging mid here.
Cryptic forced out by the breach utility.
Does not find Bush Dog. Nita able to get 1 as now UMT tries to
Bush Dog
deal with
does
Bush
get
Dog.
traded
Ace
out.
of Spades is able to get the kill on a Bush Dog as now we have a 3v3 retake. And Mr. Seed has his Raze ult. And we see that Raze ult being popped. Unfortunately unable to get a kill. However, it does its job of clearing space. And
One's up left.
Nita falls to Louis as now Mr. Seed is left to try and get the kill onto Louis.
Now it's all
Ace of Spades left alone in a 1v3 as that Raze ult has been popped. Able to get the kill. And unfortunately
gets
falls
it.
to Grape as
Attackers
UMT
win.
lose the 3rd map.
13-10, much closer than it was looking towards the first half. And good recovery there, but that will be the series win going to Colorado College Tigers, I think is the T.
Yes.
Tigers?
Tigers.
They're all Tigers. Thank you for joining us. I think this will be the end of our Valorant streams, except for Afterlife. Wait, Extra Life.
Extra life.
Extra Life. Where we're going to have a random Valorant tournaments, which can have random agents. And
Everybody gets a random agent.
everyone gets a random agent.
Doesn't matter who you normally play. You're playing whoever is
the
randomly
wheel
picked.
decides, and we're gonna have mostly randomized teams, and that will be from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. this Saturday.
It's gonna
Friday
be-
night.
It's going to be wonderful.
It'll be fun, and all of our funds go to Extra Life charity. So this is in partnership with the Extra Life, and we're doing what we can to help them out. So, oh, we're still casting. Okay, cool. So we don't see them yapping in chat. But please do tune in at any time from 9. I think it's 9 to 9, or is it 11 to 9 a.m. to 9 a.m.
There's going to be something going on.
There's going to be something going on, whether it's Fortnite, Rocket League, who knows, maybe tap dancing competition. And there's some surprises for us, so you all will definitely be surprised. Oh my gosh! All right, producer wants to keep talking. So show up for Afterlife 9 to 9, this Friday and Saturday morning if you're up that early. Please tune in. We're gonna have fun. You'll have fun. I think that's all from us.
Oh yes.
Oh, we do have League.
We do have to talk
There
about what's
is
happening.
other games, unfortunately.
There are
so-
in fact other games. Tomorrow's stream there will be a League of Legends stream.
And then after that, an Overwatch stream, TFT on
And
Thursday,
TFT.
and then Friday Fortnite. No, Friday's gonna. Yeah. Oh, that'll be during Extra Life, I believe. Huh?
Friday.
Oh, it does start on Saturday. Okay, I was wrong. So yeah, it's tune in Saturday through Sunday. Wait, no,
Saturday and Sunday.
I am very confused. Don't listen to me. Anyways, listen to Dracoon and our producer if you can hear through the mic. I don't think you can. If not, I think that's all we have. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting Valorant Tan. And we will see you all tomorrow.